Nice, we're live. Sick. Well, hi chat. What's up? Welcome to
Hi,
the
chat.
pre-show.
Hello.
Welcome to the pre-show that may just become the show. You know how we do. Sometimes we just cut in because the pre-show was too funny, so we include it. You know, you never know. You never know. So
welcome to the video, guys. Oh,
are we gonna go? Are we gonna go
it's
with?
Okay, I can mute the stream, I think.
Oh, you're. Oh, okay. Do you have the stream?
Oh
open
no,
somewhere?
I have the fucking stream open. That's why. 1 second.
I'm trying to get to Twitch chat. I got YouTube chat. Hello, YouTube chat. And get into Twitch chat. Hello, Twitch chat. Hello. How is everybody doing? Are we Pint? Are we calling everyone kittens today? Or are we calling everyone chungus?
Are you really gonna make me decide?
We could just call them chungus kittens.
Chungus kittens.
All right.
Oh yeah, they're healthy.
I'm going
That's
with
beautiful.
that.
How do you do, my fellow chungus kittens?
They're thriving. They're so healthy. They need that for the winter.
I didn't know you knew me like that. You know me. I don't know how common knowledge me saying Chungus is.
I would consider myself a legitimate fan. I quite enjoy your content. I'm mostly a video watcher though. So if you've got some deeper cuts,
honestly, same. I never watch streams ever. I watch videos exclusively.
Yeah, that is the way of the streaming. You don't stream the streams when you're done streaming.
Same. I've been watching a little more streams. My wife Katie has gotten, because we went to Japan, and so we watched a bunch of content creators that are based out of Japan, and then that led to her like kind of just jumping around and getting really into Ludwig. So we both got highly invested. Yeah, we both got really invested in his 24-hour stream over the weekend, and I think that might legitimately be the most I've ever watched a live stream in a single sitting.
Esports.
Which one? What game was he? Was it the Minecraft one or the?
No, he did a big sponsorship stream over the weekend that I guess was like part of State Farm's Super Bowl advertising.
Oh, classic. Yeah, he does that. He does that State Farm thing.
Yeah, he did the like, I've got this wheel and whatever it lands on, it's going to control my life for 24 hours thing. But chat got the vote on what the wheel landed on versus like the safe State Farm option was like the gimmick of the whole thing. So naturally his chat was constantly voting for the things that would be the most miserable for him. But anyway, the point of the matter is like I'm actually seeing a little more stream content than usual. I also watched a decent amount of Shen's Savage Tier this time around.
Oh, I had to avoid it because I hadn't done like the base raids, but I was watching. I was a bit naughty. I did watch some of her doing the second fight.
Okay.
This tier in 14 is feeling kind of wowy. Am I crazy for that? Like
I felt that way
about some mechanics that feel wowy.
Okay, individual. Okay, that's cool. All right, I want you to go into that because I would say last tier felt wowy to me, but very specifically M6S because it has an absolutely god tier ad phase, which.
Yeah, I haven't done that on a Savage, but that's with the. Like having ads in 14 is so.
It's pretty rare.
Yeah, they don't do that. Like,
yeah,
and they had to
most of my raiding
too.
jobs, I don't have like an AOE rotations on my boss. Like I just don't. I don't need them. I need the keybinds for other things.
Yeah, why would you really in raiding?
It's funny because I felt like so ready for it because like most of my daily logins for Final Fantasy 14 is just like going and getting my tomes as a tank. So like it's just all AoE all the time except for the bosses, which are actually the easy part of dungeons. So like when we got to M6S, like I really want to get on Yan because I had heard of the memes about Yan and how hard it hits. But like I was just kind of into it. I'm like, this is great. I'm like a pig in shit. Like I get to use my AoE buttons. Like this is great. Like it was still hard. It still took us a while to clear it. But
did you tank in WoW? Is it like a yeah? I feel like that carries over. Like WoW tanking and 14 tanking is a lot easier than WoW tanking. I think at least
it depends because I was a pally tank in Wrath, which was I could go make a sandwich during trash pulls. Like you could drop consecrate and you were good. Obviously, the boss fights were pretty tough, depending on the fight and all that kind of stuff. But yeah, I agree that it's really transferable. I think a lot of your taking skills from WoW totally work in 14, and vice versa. Kyle has just recently come to the conclusion that healing skills do not transfer, and I think it's starting to sour him on healing in 14.
Yeah, it's healing with anxiety or damage with anxiety is what they call it. Because you hit it on rhythm. I like the ingenuity of WoW healing when you're always trying to like catch different people out and like, oh, save you. But there's so much tight DPS checking.
I've never liked it when healers in 14 are like, oh my god, I have to press a global, and they're like complaining about it. It's like, no man, I wish healing was just healing globals. I wish that's all it was the whole time.
I like
healing.
I love Disc Priest. I thought it was fun. So I am curious if Sage would just like put my brain in the right space and I'd be okay. But it's hard to get over, 10 years of wanting to hit the shiny button that looks shiny and has like the guy who's like being saved and, that whole ego trip of it.
You see, I very recently have gone from being a lifetime DPS player to being a tank player. And it's purely because I like it. I like the most easy option. I'm gonna be honest here. Tank mains. Look, we can break the secret here a little bit. It is by far just the easiest role in kind of every game, and I kind of mean that like 100%. Like
some games, and very specifically some classes or jobs in some games make that a little tougher. But I mostly agree with you. Yeah. In 14, I mean, there's some DPS that I think take the cake. Like you could just go play a summoner. You don't want to try too hard. You could just play a summoner. But yeah, tanking's fairly straightforward. But like it checks all the boxes for me just because like, and it's personal preference. I'm not like everything I'm about to rattle off is my personal preference, not me saying it's bad. But like I don't like directionals, and I don't like healing.
Oh my god, can we pause on that? I fucking hate direct. Can I swear, by the way? That's yes. allowed, right?
Yes. Okay. Yeah.
I fucking hate directionals. Oh my god. That is the sole reason I don't play melee in this game. I hate them so much. That's like they're so unintuitive. There's no like feedback on if I did it right. I hate them. Anyway, yeah, as you were saying.
Yeah. Sorry, I guess positionals is the word we use in 14.
Yeah,
I don't like positionals, and I generally I don't like healing. In WoW, I like healing in PvP and PvP only. And that's it. So because of that, I'm pretty much like I'm either gonna play a caster or I'm gonna be a tank in 14. And I'd have no max level casters. I guess dancer counts. I have a max level dancer, but yeah, no one ever asks.
It's rough in the caster world. It's not. By the way, I will say dancer is kind of what I want melee to be, which they're gonna get pitchforks from me for saying that. But like I like that it just glows, and I'm like, I hit that button, and then it glows. And I hit that button.
Because my MMO trajectory, and we'll ask you about yours too. Pint was I went Guild Wars 1, WoW, 14. There's other things in there, but the things I stayed with the longest was that, and SWTOR was in there, and SWTOR basically just played like WoW. So like I remember a time because I started WoW in vanilla. I didn't really like raid until BC, and I didn't tank until end of BC and all throughout Wrath. So that was kind of my trajectory in there. So I went from like strict rotation WoW to priority rotation WoW.
And
I really like priority based like tab targeting combat systems. I think they're pretty fun, and I think it was a good direction for WoW to head. And I kind of feel like Dancer is kind of the peak version of that. Like if you like priority based rotations, like Dancer just makes it so effing fun. Also, like I love Guitar Hero, and it kind of scratches that itch a little bit too.
Yeah.
What about Viper? That flashes at you.
Yes, no, it does. I was going to say this.
Flashes everything at you.
It does have a lot of
all the time.
Well, no. It's actually I'm a Viper defender here. Viper is straight up like melee dancer, but it does have some positionals. It has a couple, and that's my problem. But Viper's the closest, because you know what? Because Viper's positionals are at least color coded. Like there's something there.
Oh, no way.
By the way, rear and flank are synonyms. Like rear and flank both mean behind, guys. What does flank meaning side? That's crazy to me. Anyway, I fucking hate melee.
When Alan Grant in Jurassic Park scared that little kid, he didn't say, and that's when the attack comes, not from the rear, but from the sides. He said sides, not
side.
Not flank.
Call it side.
Yeah.
Flank it feels like a behind word.
Like, who localized this? 4 kids? What's going on?
I'm 4th edition brained. A flank to me is just when you stand on either side of someone, right? You flank them, you just surround them. As long as someone's on the other side of whatever way, regardless of which way the target's facing, I think they're flanked.
I think flank like technically means side, but we're talking like, listen, folks that are correcting us, you live on the internet where we literally make up words. Like the meaning of words change. English is a completely ridiculous language that is horribly unserious, and the meaning of things change. At least it's You know what? Okay, never mind. Chat, you're winning me back over because at least it's not larboard. So
see, that one I like, because it's like, okay, the obfuscation of the word is like part of the mechanic, because otherwise it's like go left. It's like a very simple mechanic otherwise. Like the fact that it's weird is cool to me, you know what I mean?
I know what you mean. I'm not sure I agree. But sure.
The challenge is presented through the word usage.
Yeah.
Like young adult novels.
Like rotation. Rotation shouldn't be part of that, right?
Yeah.
But also, like, I don't know. Like, I grew up also playing like FPS games and like Team Fortress 2.
Hell yeah.
And like Overwatch. And like,
okay, now I feel old because you can throw Overwatch and growing up playing.
Like that was like 2016, right? Like I was 16. I was kind of young.
Wait, yeah, me too. It was only my first year of being married.
No, wait, hang on. Wait, how
I was so young and full of life.
No, this is actually kind of mind blowing. How old were you when you stole the weapon from your guild then that you made a video about?
Okay. Let me look when the video was uploaded actually. Because I was wondering this recently. Because someone
adds like another level of devious activity to it.
Yeah.
Oh, I was such a mean kid.
So is it okay to ask how old you are now?
Yeah. I'm 20. I'm 25.
25. Okay.
This is the first year I have to think about it. But last year I was like 24.
Yeah,
24. Didn't have to think about it.
I can see that happening.
So yeah, I'm a driver's license away from you in age. So
what?
I'm just like 16 years ahead of Pint.
Oh, geez, that's a weird expression, but sure, yeah, okay, we can coin that.
I have my age at the time of my classic WoW misadventures. I was 19 back then.
Okay,
that's bold.
Damn.
Yeah. So I watch those videos and I'm like, wow. That is a 19-year-old.
I'm gonna choose to believe that I jive with your content because I am immature. Because that makes me feel better. Yeah.
Yeah, you're like you're a young soul. Is that a compliment?
Is that a compliment?
I think so. But let you stay forever young. You know, that song played a lot when we were growing up. So
yeah, inner youth, eternal youth. There it is.
Yeah, there we go. Perfect.
Yeah.
I saw a tweet or a blue sky today that was just like, hey y'all, I just turned 29 and I still feel 22. Is it like this forever? And in my head, I was just like, yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
Like
I was talking to my mom about this, and because like, you know, we converse as we do, and she's like about to be like 60, and she's like, I feel like 28. And I'm like, yeah, that make that track. I feel like, but like one thing I've noticed, I feel like too, is I've always been like the youngest person, right? And that's slowly starting to change now. I'm starting to get to the point where the people I'm hanging out with are my age or even a bit younger. But like, I'm 19 playing Classic WoW. Everyone playing Classic WoW is like not 19, guys. No. That is not a 19-year-old world.
No, yeah, because I think about it a lot because like I think it's interesting, and this will probably start getting into your new video, which I do want to talk to you about because like and I guess for like a late introduction, because this is basically, if you're listening to this on podcast, this is just like the coldest cold open we've ever done. So we're hanging out here with Pint today. She's one of our favorite content creators, VTuber, video editor extraordinaire. Makes
oh my God, I'm blushing.
a lot of great content about online games from various, I would say from various different viewpoints. I would say the binding feature is endless, always present gremlin energy with wildly dialed in takes about the state of online games. Like,
storytelling.
That's how I would pitch Pint to people.
You're a really good storyteller.
Wildly dialed in takes. I like that. I'm putting that on my Wikipedia page one day.
You're what I think a lot of YouTubers like should strive for. Like I would show you. I like this. I'm just gonna, the glaze will continue for a few minutes. Like it's just like you just have that balance. Like it's high energy. It's funny. But you have a message. You have something you're trying to get across to your audience. And it is well thought through. Like you know what you want to say and you get it across clearly. So like that's cool. And like I think anyone who's like trying to do anything on YouTube, like that's like those three things are kind of like almost a basic necessity. I think, and obviously not everyone has to be funny, but I think it helps a lot.
Yeah, so. it's this because like my stuff's very high effort, right? But it's like there's also there's a world for like lower effort stuff, and I watch a lot of lower effort stuff. I have it, I got a second channel and everything, right? Like there's nothing wrong with like stuff that isn't that, but I'm noticing that like. I don't know, back when I was like starting out YouTube, when I was a youngin', when I was 19, there was so many people I would look around at and I'd be like, oh, that's the kind of videos I want to make. I'm talking, I don't know if you guys know Lazy Purple, makes like Team Fortress 2 videos. You guys definitely know Bonnie64, with the Scarab Lord stuff. Like that's kind of what I came up on, and that's what like inspired me. And nowadays it feels like there's less and less videos like mine that I get inspiration from. Is that crazy?
Okay, that tracks, because you do have that kind. I would say it's energy from like YouTube eras gone by. It's still out there. Like if you seek it out, you can still find it, but it doesn't necessarily feel like it's the meta. There's a decent amount of it within, I'd say, the 14 landscape. I was almost at the MMO landscape, but actually I don't, it's been a while since I found someone making like kind of high energy, like really tightly edited, humorous WoW content. Like maybe it's still out there. Maybe I fell off of it, but like I used to watch just a ton of WoW Machinima. Like that was a big thing for me. And through that, like it just kind of felt like that was the energy of YouTube at the time. But could also just been my personal viewing habits. But yeah, no, but that makes a lot of sense. But as Kyle and I have gotten into 14, and like I don't know, like between you and Joe and Shenpai and Girl DM, it's like there's a lot of high energy, very funny people out there, playing this game and playing other online games and making content about it. So like, I don't know, it doesn't, and everyone just rattled off is younger than you and me, Kyle. So like,
it's true. Wait, is that a trend? Is that a factor here?
Well, yeah, they still have light in their eyes to actually spend that much time in editing software.
No, I mean, yeah, I've just got like practical questions.
That sounds real, actually. That because like I have noticed over the years, like my flame fading a little bit. You know what I mean? Like ever so slowly.
It can happen. Yeah, I mean, with anything you're doing on the regular, like keeping it interesting to yourself to want to keep putting the effort in is that is part of the challenge, and something with nothing else, like to be serious about, something you should just be mindful of. Like, you know, you should try and keep it fun for yourself, because it probably means you're at least attempting some sort of healthy balance between you and your work.
I kind of feel like you know, I've been a YouTuber for like a long time now. Like I'm in the grand scheme of things, I'm like a pretty young person, but I've been doing YouTube for like 6 years, and that's a long time for a YouTuber. I know there's definitely people who've done it longer. Like I believe Shenpai's been doing it nearly 10. But one thing I've learned is that I don't think anyone I know that's been doing YouTube for a long time has stayed doing the same thing that whole time. A part of this medium is changing. Even if you're making the same like genre of videos, you're gonna change things about, like, you know, I've started using like a 3D model that I pose, or maybe I've, you know, back when I went from WoW to 14, even though the videos are very similar, the whole process is different, and I think that's why it kind of feels like there's different eras to it, and there's different, like, it kind of feels like a new job, so you don't feel super bogged down and bored. And I think that's the trick to doing it like super long term, is like embracing that like inevitable change eventually. You know, every few years.
That new model you have for your recent video is amazing. It's just so hypnotizing, almost like PS1 era, but crisp. When you did your older 14 videos, I assume you took a screenshot, and then did you like squish, move the timeline, unsquish, move the timeline?
Like kinda. Okay. Do you have like a true guess on the patented Pint bounce?
Patented Pint. Oh, jeez. Oh God. My brain goes to After Effects, but
it does seem After Effecty. But
I'm lazy, so I would do it in Premiere or a Premiere
exactly.
Like I would just transform it and then add some motion blur.
You guys are not gonna like what I'm about to say.
Oh boy.
I edit all of my videos, every minute of it, in After Effects exclusively.
Whoa. Holy shit. Wow. That explains why it looks so freaking good. Damn.
I'm like not very good with Premiere. There's parts where I probably should use something else, but I know After Effects like the back of my hand. I've been using it for so long.
That's a
and it's so easy. It's so easy to do the Pint bounce. It is just an expression. You add like a bit of code that I found. I didn't even make it. I just found it online, and I put it in, and then it does it. And then it's just like that, and I can just copy that and put it on everything.
Hell yeah!
Absolute madwoman. That is
nice job.
That's incredible. Yeah, I mean that explains why your shit looks so good. Like your videos look really freaking good. There's like I want to just say like there's like layering to it. The just the amount of effects on screen for anything, even in your latest video when you're just like sitting next to a mailbox and wow. It's just like, damn, all right, well done. And I'm with Kyle too. Yeah, I really like the new model. It's to me, I lost so many hours last year to Megabonk, so it kind of reminds me of that kind of.
Yeah, yeah. I was actually a little nervous after that game came out, because I'd made the model before it, and I was like, are people gonna say that I'm just copying Megabonk?
Oh wow.
Yeah. And it's funny because I've actually like kind of made like a 2.0 version of that, just because, you know, I've made like 2 videos with that model, almost 3 now if you count my sponsored Honkai Star Rail video, which that model was like a little the first video that model had, so it was kind of thrown together. It was a little scuffed version of the model.
Yeah, because
but I've kind of made like a second version of it, and it looks like different, and I'm scared people are gonna be like, "That's different. I don't like it now."
I mean, I would like, again, I would consider myself a fan of your work. So like, to me, as a viewer, I just my brain goes, oh yeah, it's Pint. Pint changes their model pretty frequently. Like,
it's weird. I've got that reputation now.
I mean, it's what's in my head. I don't speak for all the kittens out there.
I've seen that. For many Chunguses have said have made it clear. Like, I get comments like every video. It's like, oh, new Pint video, new model. It's like, yeah, but I make like 3 videos a year. So it's like, if I've had it for 2 videos, that means I've had the same model for like a year. You know?
Yeah.
Of course, I want to change it.
Yeah. I mean, yeah. I think it just means you're good about maybe getting on trend, or maybe your aesthetics are just kind of locked in, because I think just that kind of like PS1 N64 era, like really early 3D stuff has been pretty popular for a couple of years now. Like, to me, like the first game that made me realize that was a retro aesthetic that you could chase was Inscription, that was 2-3 years ago now, I think.
Oh, I've heard of that one. I haven't played it. I've heard a lot of good things about it though.
Yeah, I haven't played it either, but it came out and I was watching a bunch of streams, and it got a bunch of like Game of the Year accolades, whatever year it was that it came out, and I was like, oh damn, like that 64-bit era 3D look is now nostalgic. And there was also the Bloodborne PS1 demake.
Yeah, that had that look.
That just like, oh god, it just looks so sick, and it made me stop and go, oh man, yeah, I am nostalgic for that look.
Well, you know what else? It's also really easy to make. That's what I love about it. You just kind of do pixel art, which, you know, it's its own like, it's its own skill, right? It's not like it's for completely. I don't want to devalue the skill of pixel art. But it is a lot. It's a pretty accessible style of modeling. It's like 3D, and for that, it's that matters when you have like timelines. You know, it's like that's nice. In fact, bit of a tangent here, but in one of my videos, I have this like super nice model that I got commissioned. That's like it looks like I don't know if you guys have seen the Arcane on Netflix.
Yeah.
The league thing.
Yeah, gorgeous.
It looks like
art
that
style, like insanely gorgeous art style.
I worked with like this student for like months, and she was like insane, and we got this like insane model, and I realized after I put it in a video, like this like doesn't actually feel right, like that this is a weird like phenomenon, I think, with like YouTubers, where if they're gonna be like a little animated character, they have to be like a little guy. If they look like too like high fidelity, it feels weird. Which is weird because like people's faces are high fidelity, and it's like a sort of uncanny valley thing. But even if it's well animated and looks good, it just feels kind of wrong, you know? Like this production value shouldn't come out of an individual, or like this production value doesn't feel like it fits with this like style of content. I don't know how to describe it. It just didn't feel right, you know?
Yeah, I don't know what direction to go into that. My brain immediately goes into the, like, not every VTuber out there has an anime style, but it is quite popular, and there are a lot of them that has it, and it's like, we're not used to seeing anime in like high frame rate or too overly detailed. I mean, there's a few exceptions out there, but I'm trying to like imagine if someone had an avatar or like a rig that looked like it was from that original adaptation of Berserk.
Yeah,
like,
you want that as a PNG tuber, because if it was in motion, it'd be kind of unsettling. Yeah. But then again, also like the zeitgeist can move with you. For instance, I didn't really like any computerized animes until I saw Spider-Verse, and they messed with the frame rate, and my brain started going, "Oh, you can tell a story like this."
Frame rate is really important. But yeah, I don't know. Have you ever messed with like really limiting your frame rate to try and get an even more animated look, or does it? Because I would imagine, unless you're really over enunciating, it might skip frames in places that just makes talking look strange.
I guess with VTubing, there's I know some people, because the person who one of the people who did my model, because it's kind of like one person does the art, one person does like the rigging and stuff for it. The person who did the rigging for it, she's done a lot of like animation. So she studied animation in school, and most of the time, when people kind of want that look on a model, they'll have like one like element. Like imagine like the flames on my like shawl or whatever, or like the gem. They will have like a low frame rate flame coming off of it, while the rest of the model looks normal. So they kind of get that bit of stylization. Cool. But they get to keep the the fidelity of the rest of the model.
Oh, that's.
And I like this sort of blended, like it's kind of mixed media, like the blended, like some it's like the face is high frame rate, but something else is low. It's kind of cool.
I agree entirely, and it's part of the collaborative nature of it is part of it that I find so fascinating, because like growing up, I really wanted to go work for a studio, like either movie or video game. So I have a background in art, and that's kind of like what I chased for a while. Didn't pan out, but just the idea of working on a team and everyone having their specialty that is like what they focus on. It was just something that like I just thought was so cool. Like I was a big consumer of behind the scenes, like special features on DVDs and stuff growing up. Like I was just obsessed with that. I just thought it was really neat that it's so many creative weirdos all working together on the same thing.
Funny you mentioned that, actually. I also was a huge fan of like directors' commentaries and stuff, because as a kid, I think this is one of like accidentally, this is one of the most impactful things that happened to me growing up, is I couldn't fall asleep without sound. So I would always have a movie playing. And I only had like a limited amount of movies, because this was like pre-piracy era. You couldn't get like, you can just watch them all pre-streaming and everything, right?
I'm not sure what you're talking about.
Who knows about such an era?
So before Pirates of the Caribbean came out, okay, continue.
Got it. Yeah.
I mean, like, yeah, actually, like, and so I had a limited amount, and so eventually I kind of got bored of them, and then I started watching them with the director's commentary, just so it was so the sound was different, and so like every night when I'm going to bed, and I'm like 6 or 7 or 8 or 6 or 7, and I'm like listening to like directors for like all kinds of movies talk about like what, like I feel like that did something to me, because now I'm really into film and like cinema, and like it's something I focus on a lot. I don't know. I feel like it like subliminally affected me or something. You know what I mean? Like as I was going to sleep, I downloaded the information.
it just wormed its way into your brain. You're just like, I want to see a vision through to completion.
I would sleep by a fountain.
Yeah.
I would sleep by a fountain, and I put D&D dice in there because I thought they were cool, and that did things to me. So yeah, that makes sense.
You put D&D dice in a fountain?
Yeah, I found like crystal clear ones, and it had like those weird little rock tokens in the bottom of the fountain that I would sleep by.
And you did this before college and weed culture?
Yeah, I was just like, oh man, these are sick. They'd look cool in a fountain. They're covered in numbers, archaic numbers.
So you discovered like a D20 before D&D?
Yeah, exactly. I just thought it was sick looking.
Wow. That's crazy. Like to me, like a D20, like I didn't know there was other kinds of dice until D&D. I was like, oh, a D4? That's crazy.
Same. Yeah. I remember like going to a friend's dorm room and being like, what are these weird ass dice? Like what board game is this for?
Yeah.
And then finding out Finding out he was into D&D. And then your college roommate, which is how we met, showed up one year. What Pint was hanging dice in your car from the mirror ever a thing for you?
Yeah, like fuzzy ones.
Okay,
yeah,
all right,
yeah,
cool.
Yeah,
Because when I was getting my driver's license, that was considered like an old man thing. So we were doing it ironically, but your roommate came home for Thanksgiving one year from college, and he had fuzzy D20s hanging.
I encouraged him to buy those. Yeah.
So you're
I was like, those are sick. You should put those in your car. It's a great idea.
Honestly, that does sound kind of cool. I feel like that's come back around.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, I have, guys. I can't remember last time I've seen like unironic dice. It has been a minute, but yeah, jeez. So, well, you're just as thoughtful as I expected you to be when it comes to making your content.
Well, this makes sense.
Like it shouldn't surprise. Like you don't accidentally have cuts that are that crisp. Like you don't just fall backwards into.
No, guys, I just kind of stumble upon it every 3 months.
Every 3 months.
That script has big wing it energy. Absolutely.
I've been trying to do more of that, genuinely. Like I've noticed. In fact, you fucking say that, but like. I've noticed that, like, you guys know that ending of my last video, which we'll talk about more in detail. That ending, I was rewriting it, and it got to the point where I was like, I don't know how to say this stuff properly. And one night, I just opened Audacity, looked at like all the Frankenstein like remnants of scripts that I had, and I was like, I'm just gonna say stuff along with music until it like feels right. And that's what got at me. Sometimes winging it is the thing. Like I think if you really know what you want to talk about and you have a song to kind of guide you, you can kind of follow the emotions of the song. You know what I mean?
I know it was I know it was second channel content on your stream, but you made that speech presentation about it was so peak, breaking down the high point of every expansion. And we both watched that separately and we're like, oh my God.
No, you actually, I was furious at you. I was so mad at you, Pint, because I was just like, there's no point in making a single more like State of Dawn Trail video. Like I really was just like, I agree with everything. This is all exactly
beautiful presentation.
How I feel. There's just no point. There's just it's like, yeah, I don't know.
Which one was this the one where it's like
you did a slideshow presentation?
Yes, it was like the problem with Dawn Trail was my clickbait title, but then it was actually like it wasn't. God, people are so like crazy about Dawn Trail. It's actually like I'm so over Dawn Trail discourse, and that's kind of what that video is about.
No, it's the Last Jedi of Final Fantasy 14. Like it is just a pointless exercise in trying to have a public conversation about it. Like
we could do it though. We could do, that's what we're here to do. We're here to converse.
I'll talk to you about it, and I'll just pretend it's not public. Okay, I'll pretend it's not public. All the rage baiters can leave your comments. Thank you for the engagement. I will not read them. I will not read those comments. But yes, what is your second? I want to promote your second channel here. Pint Live.
Pint Live.
Yeah, go check it out. But the title was "The Problem with FF14" parenthetical and how to fix it ellipses. So
I put ellipses on every fucking video title.
Hey,
every
it works,
single one.
It works.
Your quotes around your newest video, very nice. I like the way that highlights that. You said something in that video, though. I mean, obviously, the fun, like, oh my God part for Garrett and I was we go into their memories and it's so peak. However, something you did bring up there that was really interesting was the danger of the world of Final Fantasy 14 and how you want to fall in lava once in a while just to feel alive/dead.
I had this when I was running around Solution 9, and I there's like these blocks you can like I just kind of jump on, and there's like a jagged wall of invisible walls, and where it feels like I should be able to jump from one block to the next, there's an invisible wall to stop you from falling in the pit below. And it's like, come on, man. Just add like a little death plane down there. You know what I mean? Like surely it doesn't take more dev time to make it like. And also, while we're at it, add mounts. By the way,
mounts in cities is a huge thing that I really want. Like
I've kind of come off that a bit though. Like I know this is kind of gonna sound crazy, but I was like, it's kind of cool. Like, imagine being inside the like area in Solution 9 where you like buy like the new gear or whatever, and people are on like big ass mounts. Like, I don't know. Like, I actually kind of don't like the vibe of that. They would need to limit it.
Solution 9's the first time that I wanted it, but like I also thought it would be neat if mounts were like only allowed in one very specific area. Like if they actually had like an accessible piece of highway in Solution 9.
Yeah.
And that was the only place that you could mount up. And maybe they have a couple intersections that, you know, take you to more, you know, main areas you want to be. Like,
I wouldn't mind that.
Entrance to Arcadian, the shops.
You gotta have size classifiers too. Like that mount's too big for here.
Yeah. Or like, the latest WoW expansion, I think it's fine. Like every time I go back to WoW, I just end up getting back into Classic because I think I just do prefer the way that version of the game plays. But I like
they are like different games basically.
Yeah, I like the latest expansion enough. I think it did a lot of pretty cool things. But like I was pretty much kind of over it by the time they added cars. But I was like, oh, it'd be cool if they had that, like they had a usable highway and you could mount up, but like force us all into Solution 9 ass looking cars and maybe let us like change the color, change the neons. Like that kind of a thing, like just like a little like, something to make it feel a little more like an alive city and not just alive with NPCs, but also alive with the players.
I do have a problem with that though. It adds cars to my fantasy game, and I'm not a fan of that.
In one of our earliest streams of Final Fantasy 14, I said I don't know about cars in my MMO, and folks immediately just being like pint like because the Final Fantasy, what is it, 15 car?
I think so, yeah.
The first time I saw that thing in Final Fantasy 14, I was like, oh, I don't know about this dog. Like this is not
I think I saw that years ago and didn't play 14 for years because of it. Like I remember there was a kid in my class, and this was during Heavensward. I think I must have been about 16 around that time. I don't know. I think it was Heavensward. And there's a kid in my class, and he was like, yeah, no. I was like, yeah, I play WoW. What, do you play WoW? And he was like, I play Final Fantasy 14. It's an MMO, just like WoW. And I was like, oh, well, that sounds stupid. Why would you play anything but WoW? WoW's like the best game ever.
I had that exact conversation with someone, but because of my age, they were playing Final Fantasy 11.
Oh wow!
And I remember thinking the exact same thing.
Might be
that seems like I've seen some of my friends play that, and like that seems like it's not aged quite as well as Classic, I'll admit, but there's a lot of character to it, and I love that the new Alliance raids are based on it, because I think the art style of that game is so nice.
It's very
like the Lalafell in that game is so like cute, and like they got so much character to them. I like it so much.
We need more dark nose options.
Yes,
like,
yeah.
For Lalafells, like I don't know. Some of it just like it's really simple. It's just a little gradient off the tip of the nose, but I don't know. It makes Lalafells look really unique, and to me a little more fantasy than just a small person. You know, like
yeah.
So like, and I don't know. I just love like
make it
as fantasy as you can.
You don't know like how like I like occasionally I'll go outside and engage with the world at large.
In IRL or
yeah.
Okay.
And I'll be talking to someone like, you know, like if I have like an appointment somewhere or whatever, I'm just making small talk. And I'll, you know, it'll get onto like jobs, and I'll be like, oh yeah, no, I'm a YouTuber. And they'll say, oh, well, what's your channel? And in the back of my mind, I'm like, my like whole character looks frankly like a toddler. Like, oh, how do I like? What do I do? I don't want to be like, oh yeah, no, it's Pint. That's me. which was more of like a concern, I guess, like before the whole like publicly coming out thing. But like, I do kind of feel like it was it was a bit of a reason for why I ended up changing to the 3D model. There's also other reasons where it's like somewhat customizable. It's not as limited to one game, but also the fact that I can tell people about my channel and be like, oh yeah, that I made that. Like that's cool, you know. And I'm also not then seen as a toddler in everyone's eyes.
Hadn't thought about that, but that tracks.
Because they look weird. Lalafell, I remember before I started playing 14, Lalafell looked so weird to me. I did not like them at all.
For me, it's the... And I literally had someone tell me stop shitting on Lalafells very recently on social media. And it's not shitty. I actually quite like Lalafells. I don't personally play one, but I like them being in the game. A lot of my favorite characters from the story of Final Fantasy 14 are Lalafell. That's not true. It's pretty much just just Tataru. But
okay, she's not been around a lot lately, huh?
No,
like,
and honestly, that's probably one of my biggest complaints with Dawn Trails. Like I missed Tataru. At least we finally stopped getting more Nanamo scenes because I was pretty over it. But
we got some Cryo now, though.
That is true.
We're crying it up.
Yeah, that did happen.
It's part of. Are you caught up? Have you played?
I'm very caught up.
All right.
I love the latest patch.
Same,
oh my god, we're like so back, right? Like it's like like whatever turbulence based on Trail had. That's fucking over. Like we're good.
Yes. I have so many I can just hear the negative comments in my mind, and it just makes it hard for me to be like yes. But I agree. Yeah, it's I loved it. I don't know. I just didn't hate Dawn Trail as much as a lot of people seem to want me to.
Same.
Did I love it? No. It's clearly not the strongest, but there was still a lot that I enjoyed with it. To me, it was oh, it's a fun romp. There's enough there for me to have fun with. And because I was already getting into rating, and the rating in this game in Dawn Trail, I think is the best I've done in Final Fantasy 14.
Oh my god! The actual gameplay content is it's such an improvement. And this this does feel like Stormblood in more ways than the MSQ, because the gameplay updates that Stormblood did, Stormblood added ultimates to the game. That's when they started doing that. There was so many. I think Stormblood also added stack markers, being a thing, which is and also I should say the unified a stack marker looks like that kind of thing, where they started standardizing, I guess, what they look like. Stormblood did so much.
Yeah, I remember,
mechanically.
I remember when we were streaming our playthrough, getting to Nidhogg and being what is that marker? And everyone's stand on it now, and don't move.
Well, isn't that a... No, okay, I'm actually wrong about that. It is post Heavensward, but that's basically Stormblood. They were working on Stormblood at that time.
Yeah, it's hard now too if you're a newer player, because a lot of things have been changed.
Retroactively, yeah.
Kyle, one of the biggest complaints Kyle and I always come back to, if you want to hear us just go off about something that has made us unreasonably angry for how small of a portion of the game it is, it was changing the dungeon Psalm all. We love it's one where you go fight Race Vulgar at the end during Heavensward.
Is that the one where it's light Palace of the Deadi? Is that crazy?
No,
is that the one?
It's up in the sky, and the original
fight
of
Race
Vulgar was on a bunch of floating platforms, and it was really easy to just get rocked and fall to your death. And now we both feel like they really watered it down and made it super simple
for the bots, so the bots could run with solo players, and they were getting confused by the antiquated mechanics.
Was it not somehow Sorkai? Sorry, did I get it wrong? Was it Sorkai? I think it's Sorkai.
I'm not gonna lie, I have not done an old dungeon in so long because all my jobs are leveled, you know?
Not all my jobs are leveled, but I also have not done an old dungeon in so long. It's another thing Kyle and I bring up a lot. We're just like, can you just like throw old dungeons into expert roulette? Like, you have all these dungeons. They're very cool. I'd like to see them more often.
I don't know. I don't love playing like a level 15 version of a job. Like I like having my buttons, you know. I wish there was a way for them to like scale it so that like actual new players didn't have to like, you know, so there wasn't that kind of disparity. But like,
yeah,
oh, I hate playing at like level 15.
That kind of
sucks.
stuff. Yeah. I think I'm like Stormblood and Forward. I never need to see a Realm Reborn dungeon again. Like,
oh, yeah.
Some of the trials are fun though for Realm Reborn. Like, it's still like when Titan pops, I'm like, okay, I'm gonna have fun with this. I wish I had movement.
I don't know.
abilities,
I just see so much Titan where I'm like, okay, Titan again. Like, give me if I see like a Ramu, I'm like, okay, or a Shiva, okay, you know, that's then we're getting somewhere. But Titan's like, okay, we've done Titan a billion times. It's like the first trial with 8 people. It's like, come on, man. I'm a bit of a Titan hater, I think.
It's on one of those little humps that players get caught on in the game, and it means that the rest of us sort of gravitate around where the players are playing if you're doing those old dungeons for whatever purpose. You had some interesting ideas, though, in your most recent video talking about like overall MMO. And you highlighted what you were thinking there quite well, but I am curious, since you did happen to release it during a rather interesting time for MMOs. And I know you say like you're working on these for a long time, but happenstance, Ashes of Creation getting canceled.
Yeah.
All these videos start coming out from various 14 creators being like, there's no content. Then someone will be like, what are you talking about? I took all the PvP content and counted how many hours it would take to do. Go do that. I don't want to do that. And it caused this dialogue, and your video comes in with its title, and we all go, ooh, solutions. And you supplied one, but it was not what everyone thought it would be.
Yeah, no, it's I feel like the writing has been on the wall for MMOs like basically since like 2021, I'd say. Like maybe that's even a little too far back. Like I feel like when for me at least, when it became more obvious was when I sort of got a little more like, I guess, disillusioned with Final Fantasy. Like I still love it, but I was under like a spell. I was so captivated by it, right? And once that kind of faded, I was like, oh, like this entire time I've been playing MMOs, like I've been playing WoW for like 10 years. I started while it was in the middle of its decline. Not even the middle. I started while it was on the tail end of its decline. Like MMOs as a genre, I was gone.
What expansion did you get in with?
Mr. Pandaria, baby. Mr. Pandaria. Love that. I love Pandaria. It's like the best.
Yeah,
right? But the genre was like dying then. Like technically.
Yeah. Kyle and I talked a little bit about this on stream the other day, and then I kind of stopped myself because I'm like, we'll probably talk about this with Pint. But like because if you haven't watched Pint's new video, it's about remember having fun with MMOs. Is that what I miss when MMOs were fun?
Yeah, in like quotes.
Yeah, I miss when MMOs were fun. But to scoop your video just a little bit, people go watch it. But you do kind of end on like, I'm having fun with them again.
Yeah, no, I am.
But you're playing more than one, and you're kind of bouncing between them. Which I think if you end up playing MMOs for a really long time is probably your fate.
Yeah.
And I still have plenty of buddies where like 14 is all they play, but I would categorize most of them as 14 players and not necessarily MMO players because they don't have a lot of experience with other MMOs, which is fine. But
I think it's fine though, right? To be like I think it's fine to have one MMO, but I think we're maybe past the point. This is I don't know. I don't know if I could say this. Look, I'm not saying this definitively, hater comments. This is me like just saying something random. I might be wrong here, but I think we might be past the point where you can play one MMO and have that be your like one game you play. But I think we're at the point now where like basically everyone who plays an MMO also plays other games. But it didn't used to be like that. I remember playing like WoW, and that was like all I played.
Yep.
That was all I played for like years. It was crazy.
Yeah, we would come up for air at like the end of an expansion because WoW would have like almost always like clockwork have like a full year where final raid releases, and then all right, I guess we're just gonna sit with nothing new for a year. So like unless you were like going hard trying to be competitive in like arena PvP or trying to get like every class to max, like there wasn't a lot. So yeah, like me and my raid teams, that's when we were like, all right, we got a year to play other games, y'all. We'll see you for the next one. And that worked really. There was like 3 expansions where like pretty like with almost the same raid group, like kind of got back together, and that was cool. And then around Miss is when like my group fell apart.
It was like the end of an era, right? Like I think Miss was good, but like that was when I think Miss, maybe I guess Cataclysm, but like Miss really felt like this to me is where WoW entered sort of like a bit of a new era, and then Warlords of Draenor is like that's a whole new era. Then I think after that,
it was definitely. I mean, subscriber numbers were clearly going down from Wrath. They peaked in Wrath of the Lich King for World of Warcraft, and but
for sure.
But Warlords felt like this wake up call, like, oh, okay, yeah, no, if they screw up, it's like really gonna kill the player count, like, and that's essentially what happened with Warlords. Like, that's the fastest I ever bounced off a WoW expansion at the time.
I played the whole thing.
All
and I look back on it.
Of it.
All 2 patches of it. And you know what's crazy? Maybe some of the best raids they've ever released.
They were really good.
To this day. Yeah. They were insanely good.
They're beautiful too.
But they just did there was not much to do. Yeah. That's the only problem with that expansion.
So how did you because I had no plan to like we're gonna talk about age today. But like I do just like I don't think about age a lot, but I do think about trends, like in pretty much anything.
Yeah.
Like in games. I really like car culture. I'm into cars, and that's like there's like big, very obvious types of cars that different generations are into. So I look at MMOs and I'm like, it's kind of an older man's game. So like, how did you get into MMOs?
Let me think.
Because if you got in and missed, very clearly, like not at the peak of WoW.
Okay, to really understand how I got into MMOs, this is actually something I wish I touched on more in the video, but I had to cut it because it didn't fit. Which is why I'm actually glad we're talking about this, because I get to talk about all my like cutting room floor ideas. I got into MMOs when I was playing Club Penguin.
Oh, okay.
That's the start of MMOs, baby.
Okay,
yeah.
All right. I've heard that story from more than one person in my life.
Yeah, well, it's like the purest form. There's barely anything to do in that game, and you can barely even talk to other people. But like, there is this. It is an MMO. There's people in like an open world that you can interact with, and I was like, oh, this is what a game is, and it's one of the first games I ever played. Then from there, I went to like Habbo Hotel when I was still like under 10 years old, right? Like I'm a child.
I'm gonna have to Google.
Yeah.
Habbo
oh my
Hotel.
God. It's one of those games that makes you pay like real money and you get like in-game money with it. It was not good for me.
Oh boy, howdy! This looks like something that would have like eaten hours of my time had I found it at the right point in my life.
This looks like a CartoonNetwork.com game. Like
it does.
Yeah.
Yeah. Was this around the same
and
time?
then-
Tell me this wasn't around the same time as Farmville. This got Farmville energy.
Oh yeah. No, definitely. Because I remember my mom being really into Facebook games.
Yes,
Like,
sure.
around the same time.
I remember every aunt in my family Facebook messaging me to try and get more whatever fertilizer or something in Farmville.
You guys fuck with Bejeweled? Big fan of Bejeweled in this house.
Oh yeah, nice. The StarCraft version in particular was my jam.
I didn't know they made that. What's StarCraft? That's still before my time.
You were playing World of Warcraft. It wasn't.
Neopets is probably ancient. That probably didn't cross any
It was a
tables.
very Neopets kind of game, though.
Okay,
It was
okay.
very much like that. Yeah.
Gotcha. Chad
But
is,
yeah,
Chad
so-
is informing me Farmville was sending gifts for cows. Okay, my bad.
Yeah.
my bad.
I played that game for a while. And then I got on Minecraft, and I was like, oh my god, Minecraft's like the coolest shit ever. And I would always play on servers with people, so I'd play like, I guess I was just like very social as a kid. Like almost every game I played, I exclusively was with people. And I always had this idea in my mind of what would be like the best Minecraft server, and I was like, it'd be like a huge world, and there'd be like stuff to do, and like you could like level up like different classes and stuff, and I didn't like know what D&D was. I didn't know what WoW was, and then my mom's boyfriend at the time, God bless, she's happily married now to another man.
Hell yeah, Pint's mom.
The big WoW head, big WoW guy, and he was playing it one day, and I was like, that looks like the coolest shit ever. He was playing a Night Elf Hunter. He was like level 40. He had like a mount, and I was like,
man.
oh my god. And then when they broke up, I cried so much, and my mom was like, oh my god, I didn't know you liked him that much, because he was kind of a piece of shit. But
Oh no. Oh, God.
And like years later, I was like, no, I was that sad because I wanted to keep playing WoW. And then I didn't play WoW for years because WoW was a 13 age-rated game, and my mom was a bit strict with that.
Okay.
And then when I turned 13, I think that's about when like Cataclysm or like Miss Pandaria is around then. I started technically in Cataclysm, but then I think MoP released like actually like a couple weeks after I started. And I was like, this is it. This is my game. Like this is like exactly what I wanted from a game. This like, I talk about it in my video. It's like that feeling of like wow, there's a whole world to explore. And it's like, yeah, that is how it used to feel. I feel like now games can't really feel like that. You're like, okay, there's a whole world to explore, but if you're on the fucking wiki, you can read everything about it. Like the only time I felt that is like Elden Ring launch, and that's when I like before, without watching any videos, like going into Elden Ring blind it's such a rare feeling to have. I think.
Yeah.
It's like a completely, like a world, you know.
I still a little bit. I mean, I still this day have not beaten Elden Ring, and I keep trying to like muster up the courage. To be like,
I've beaten Elden Ring without getting hit.
I watched that video about Elden Ring. Yeah.
Oh, really?
I saw you.
Sorry, I was just being a little, humble.
First try, of course. Yeah.
Yeah.
Famously, everyone says just Pint is the most humble YouTuber. Yeah, the most humble YouTuber. What the hell was I going to say?
Famously.
But I can see the trajectory.
You hadn't finished it.
Like you go through these social circles, you end up in WoW. And I know when I was that age, the first thing I did was screw with people. Like the first thing I did was run around yelling weird shit, find people like whispering in the corner, be like, hey, what are you guys talking about? Even though, there's no like proximity voice chat. That's not.
I would beg for gold.
Yeah.
I would beg for gold, and then I would get like genuinely confused when people were like rude to me or told me to like fuck off.
Wow.
And I would be like, why? I just want money.
It's a living, breathing world, right? Give me some gold.
Yeah.
We're interacting.
It was
Wow.
yeah, and then I was like, okay, well that doesn't work. So what I'm gonna do is the account that I was playing on had like a BlizzCon bear pet on it. So I was like, oh shit, like I didn't know that was like rare, but like it seemed like the rarest thing in the inventory. Like it was a bear, it was cool, right? And so what I would do is I would tell people, be like, hey, I got this BlizzCon bear. I'm doing a little raffle right now. I got 10 like gift wrapped items. And if you pick the right item, you get the bear. I never put the bear. It was all just like random stuff.
Wow,
I did not make much. I did not make much gold. Most people did not fall for it, but I did make enough to buy a mount. And I was like, I fucking made it.
That was pretty good.
But then I didn't realize you have to be level 40 to ride on a mount. So I just bought a mount. Yeah.
So you just had a 100 gold JPEG in your bags.
Exactly. Yeah.
That's the kind of thing I don't want to be protected from in an MMO. Like that is player interaction.
Yeah, right? Like, wow.
I mean, yeah, like some of my fondest memories about WoW are getting furious at ninja looters and going and smearing their name in town.
Yeah.
Like if you see Gogeta 69, you tell that guy to fuck right off. Don't put him in your party. He's gonna steal your shit.
It's sad. It's like that is it just can't exist now. There's too much information. Like game developers have too much information. Like they don't add master loot to games now because they know it's like kind of bad to have. Like there is just better systems for it that like avoid, people getting like fucked over. But like you kind of lose something with that, but also you can't just add it back. Every time someone tries to do it with like a new MMO, I think not an expert on Ashes of Creation or New World or anything like that. I feel like in some ways those have tried to artificially add like sort of flaws that older MMOs had in a way that didn't really land with people, if that makes sense. I think this is why like old school RuneScape does work, is because it kind of is just like that. And so I think people are a lot more willing to accept it. It's like, oh yeah, you do have to just grind a bunch of shit sometimes. Like in a modern game, people are just less down for that. Like kind of for no reason, but I also get it because I'm the same. Like I like leveling to 60 in classic WoW. But if you asked me to do that in retail, I would be like, no, I don't want to do that. And it's nothing to do with the game. I feel like it's just this is je ne sais quoi. It's a vibe. What do you think? What do you think, guys?
I've tried to understand. Like, I don't know why that is. Like, because I agree with you.
Yeah.
I love how slow it takes to get to max in classic vanilla. And particularly if you add hardcore into the mix, it's just like, ooh, yeah, okay, we are all in the same boat, and it's a simple change, permadeath, but it has such a massive impact on the world of the game. And
because you guys did that.
It forces social interaction in a way that just doesn't happen without it. Even though I still enjoy revisiting classic without permadeath every once in a while, but yeah, there's something about like hardcore, like WoW kind of figured it out, particularly WoW Classic with like seasons and stuff. They got the new BC servers have spun up and all that kind of stuff. Like that's cool and it's working, and I totally get that. But the thing about hardcore is just like, well, when you die, it's a new season for you, and there's plenty of people who died at the same time as you, and they're starting over, and so there's just always.
Yeah,
it's everyone's just falling off the totem pole and trying to climb it again. Like,
did you guys play like 2019 Classic WoW at all?
Yes.
Yeah.
You did. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, God,
it was different, right? It's different from real Classic.
You're talking about like the lines and just sort of everyone's reverence for everything happening.
I'm talking about people getting really into like parsing and world buffs and all that.
Yes, the stacking. Yeah. The burden of knowledge.
Yeah. I didn't really interact with it. Like I got together with some buds and just go.
That's the way. Oh my God, that's the way.
Yeah. Like the only thing I just love I love dungeons, like, and I think it's come through on the channel. Like we've done ranking videos for almost every damn dungeon in Final Fantasy, and it's so funny because now we're in Dawn Trail, and like the whole time when we were doing ranking dungeon videos, we were getting comments like, "They're all the same. You wall to wall pull, you fight 3 bosses. Who cares?" And it's like, yeah, but you know how high effort this is. There's a new friggin' like music track for every dungeon and like all that, and so like yeah, now finally, I think I've played it long enough that like, particularly with expert roulette, it's like yeah, I see the formula of how you make a Final Fantasy 14 dungeon, and I would like them to upset that, but like I still enjoy it. And so like when I go back to Classic, like all I really care about is having a dungeon group. And if I don't have a dungeon group, my solo play is to make myself the most attractive dungeon party member as possible. I want to be the hottest girl at the prom. Like, like I want everybody asking me to dance. So like it's just I don't know.
Speaking of 14 dungeons, I got a question for you two. You two were at the Final Fantasy like media tour for Dawn Trail, right?
Yes.
So
yes, we are internet famous. Thank you for asking.
Yes, indeed.
I thought since of your stature, I figured I'd ask this. I remember doing that first dungeon and being like, oh my god, it's like they're gonna really shake it up this expansion. Sankred and Urianger betraying you like that, or like this new mechanics with like a little pop up on screen. It's gonna be like they're really changing the whole thing in Dawn Trail. I feel like that wasn't carried forward that much, and I want you guys like, how did you feel about it then? You know, what was your like first impression?
Tour? I was stoked. Like I was like I thought it was a good showing. Like there were really weird things. Like, did we even talk about this, Kyle? I was really. This is such a content creator problem. I watch like most of what I watch on YouTube is like car content. I watch a lot of car reviewers, and they all the time a good car reviewer on YouTube will remind you that a lot of things that they complain about in a car is a reviewer problem. They don't own the car. They've got it for like 3 days. If they don't know how the friggin' radio works, it's probably not going to be a problem if you own it, because in a week you'll get used to it. And so like we go to Media Tour and me and Kyle, we just want to try like really dumb shit because they let us record, and we're like, well, like we're at the same Media Tour as Mr. Happy. It's like, well, we're not going to make a guide.
That's what I was like. I just started networking. I just started going around everyone and being like, hey guys,
what we gonna do? So, because
I will say now, like I wasn't really ready for it. It was my first one, right? Yeah. I feel like now I would be like, okay, I know what to do now. I get it. The first one I felt a little, I guess, sort of shell shocked by it, right?
Yes. Yeah. Well, and like. It felt like on a timer, like Yoshi P would just come back into the room and start telling you things, and you're just like, oh, okay, all right, it's the Yoshi P 30-minute session has started again. All right, ears are up. Let's go. And so, but we were like,
it felt so cool though, like NDA. Like you're seeing all this stuff that no one else has seen. You're like, oh my god, I feel like a secret agent right now.
It was neat. It was neat. Plus, did you go to they did one in the UK, right?
They did one in Germany. Okay. But it was in a like a biosphere, like rainforest.
Okay,
they had the computers set up.
They did a similar thing.
You had that too.
So yeah, they found a venue in Southern California that like had a glass roof, so they had a palm tree forest inside a warehouse.
What insane of them to do. Like so cool.
Yeah.
Like they don't have to be doing that. Why'd they do that?
It was good
That's so
theming.
cool of them.
It's a business. The same reason we have $10,000 worth of camera gear. It's a business expense. Like,
hey, true.
like,
yeah, I guess they get to like spend the day there too, right? They get the outing.
Like I'm trying to talk to a local print shop because I'm sick of direct-to-garment printing. I really want just a nice silkscreen shirt with like our logo on it, and I'm like, this is gonna cost way too much money. We're gonna sell like 20 of them, but I want it, damn it. Like, so yeah, it's just kind of how things go. But to your point, I was very excited, but we were also just kind of like, we didn't really know what to do with it, because like we're like, well, we love dungeons and they've got a dungeon. Let's go see if we can beat the dungeon, just the two of us. And you can't do it because it's got the same restrictions as you would have if the game was live. Like, you can't just queue up for a current dungeon with only 2 people. And we're like, oh, well, crap. That kind of, there kind of goes that plan.
I mean, you could have got 2 people and then got them to like leave, but
that's
oh, I hadn't thought about getting them to leave. Oh,
yeah, someone's going on lunch and you're like, yo, can you just log into the dungeon and just like stand at the beginning or something like that?
Oh crap, that would have been good. Oh, we probably could have asked the community manager. They probably would have figured that out for us. Shoot, I didn't even think about that. Damn.
Hey,
damn. Pint.
Always next time.
Yeah.
You can always do like the foot because this was my thing. Is I was pretty sure they were going to add a jumping puzzle. I don't know if I've ever talked about this. They did add a jumping puzzle. There's one in Talia Lal. There's 2 actually, as I'm sure you're all aware.
Wait, was that in the Mediator build?
So, like half of it was, and then halfway up there's an invisible wall.
Oh,
and I had like 2 like Square Enix employees behind me as I'm jumping up this thing, and I hit the invisible wall, and they don't know that the invisible, because they're not like the developers, right? Like they haven't like seen all the gameplay. They definitely don't know about the jumping puzzle. So all 3 of us are like, no, that's an invisible wall, because I wanted to get the world record, technically speaking, like and hold it for a month before the game came out, right? Like. And then I would be like undeniably a world record holder because I simply got the game first.
Oh yeah.
But alas, it was not to be.
Chat saying GG guys could have asked the biggest creators there to join them for a part and then asked them to leave. Lol. Well, that's why we didn't do it.
Yeah.
Hey, like we met Happy for the first time. We had never collabed with Happy before. We met him at the event. We ended up having dinner with him and Jesse that
Seems
night.
like a cool guy.
He's great. I really like Happy.
Yeah.
He's a really thoughtful dude. But I wasn't gonna go up to him and be like, hey man, you don't know us. Love your shit. Nice to meet you. Could you join the dungeon and then like fucking leave? Like, that'd be great.
Dude,
Thanks.
I did that with like everyone, man. Like I remember meeting Preach, and meeting Preach was crazy because like he was like, mate, love your videos, and I was like, oh my god, because I don't know if you guys are like Preach heads from like back in the WoW days, but I've been watching him since like, oh my god, like Drama Time, like since I was probably like 13, I've been watching Preach.
Yeah, Preach definitely has like legend status among the MMO heads for sure.
But what's crazier is like I didn't know this until I'd met him at the thing, but this is crazy to say. I remember like boarding my plane and being in a queue, and I know we like lived near the same city. Like we were probably going to the same airport. I'm probably going to be on the same plane. And in front of me in the queue, there's just this like head, and I'm like 90% sure from behind that this is Preach, just from the way it's shaped, like I just could tell. But I was like, is it weird to be like, oh hey, in the line for the plane? So I didn't say anything. And I don't know if I've even told that story anywhere.
That's I've had that. I've had that with a content creator or two. I told Jesse this story because we used to go to BlizzCon every year, and before Final Fantasy 14, we had some success with Kyle and I had a Heroes of the Storm project together. We would
hell yeah
play that game, and we had a podcast every week. And then the first thing that like really ever was a big hit for me was a Hearthstone podcast. And so we used to go out to BlizzCon every year to cover that, and eventually we started getting media access to that, and that was like so cool. Felt like a rock star.
Yeah. Oh, I would love to go to BlizzCon one of these days, because they're starting it again now, right? Like,
yeah, like it feels like they just never stop. They just like it's completely random when the hell they decide to do it. Because
really,
they did one 2 years ago.
They did a presentation. Was that an in-person thing though?
There's been one in-person BlizzCon I haven't been to since I started going, and that was I think 2 years ago. It was the one where they had all the problems with the Darkmoon Fair area. Because I know Preach went because we were talking to him about it. But I think that was 2 years ago. But it was never always annually. Every once in a while they would do 2 back to back if they had enough to announce. Because I started going to 2010. And from 2010 to 2019, I went to every BlizzCon they put on, but that doesn't mean I went to one every year because sometimes they took a year off. So it's funny because I think modern Blizzard, like a lot of people are just kind of like, oh, they're struggling, and who knows if BlizzCon will ever happen again. But it's kind of just ended up panning out with roughly the same average number of BlizzCons as they always did.
Yeah,
but
Blizz is such an interesting company. I feel like they're like. I actually kind of feel like nature is healing a bit, but they are reeling from Bobby Kotick. That guy fucked up that company like so hard. Even Overwatch, like a lot of the shit you're seeing now with Overwatch, it's like just like them having to go back on shit that they were kind of forced to do because of like it's honestly kind of sad, and I give them a lot of grace because of that. Like.
Yeah, like the average developer, like if you talk to the average like employee at Blizzard, like they still got that fire in their belly, like they still got that passion for sure. Like none of that has really changed. It's just that like over the past decade, it's just like you really because it was so funny when Activision acquired Blizzard, the dooming was off the charts. Like people were just like, okay, it's over. But it really wasn't for a really long time. But the previous decade, it was like really just like watching that really obvious corporate overreach just turn up and turn up and turn up and just cranking it to the point of where it was like so painfully obvious that Activision was pulling the strings and calling the shots.
But he also had a really large changing of the guard, and they wanted to make it their own. And so some changes were made for the worse, but also that previous leadership didn't explain why those were good. So we're seeing the games almost transform back to the way they were previously. But you got to have that need for self-expression. And I think that's something we've also seen with like Dawn Trails with kind of the change in the writing style and team. They had to explore and find their own footing.
Yeah. Because it is... End of the day, like when you really go all the way up the ladder, it is just like people making decisions, and they are as flawed as the rest of us. Like I have videos that aren't written as good as other videos, right? There's gonna be expansions that aren't like maybe written as good, right? There's gonna be time, and exactly kind of to your point is like sometimes maybe the writing in a video is bad because I had to rush it because I had like a deadline I was trying to meet or something, right? Or maybe I picked a topic that I was really passionate about at the time, but then that kind of faded, and I kind of had to force myself to do it or something.
That's the worst.
And maybe then, right? Like especially when it's months.
Those are the projects I feel the most guilty about. I'm like, I should have just canned it.
And I do it all the time with D&D. I have this great idea for a world. I flesh it out. Party Blaze like, we can't play till next month. So I flesh it out more, and I flesh it out more. And it's finally D&D day, and I'm like, I am so bored of this thought.
Yeah. My God.
Man, no one talks about that balance and creativity. Like,
yeah.
Like, because
this is why I have actually started considering like the time it takes to produce something is also part of its quality. Like, we're seeing like TV shows now. I don't know if you guys are super into TV shows.
I am a absolute couch potato. I watch everything.
Pluribus? Bit of a Pluribus head?
Team
Pluribus?
Oh god, yes. It's the best.
I love
effing
Pluribus
show. It's so good. I got a weird look from my friend 2 weekends ago. I was hanging out with a buddy, and he's like, what shows are you watching? I was like, oh, we just finished Pluribus. And he goes, oh, I heard that like it was good, but like it was kind of boring. And I just like, without even thinking, I just went, yeah, I can see how it's boring if you're a fucking idiot. Like
right? Like it is literally like that.
Whoa.
like I think like I don't say this about it's so rare of me to say something like this, but I truly think that if you find that show like boring, like if that's like the main word you'd use, you're probably like missing something. Like you're probably like missing the like media literacy diff.
Yeah, like because like I that's how like I'm very quick to cussing and quick replies, and it's a part of me that I try to keep in check.
Yeah.
Like, because to me it's funny, and to other people, I'm the biggest a-hole they've ever met. But yeah, like so, yeah, it just kind of came out. My buddy was like, "Whoa," and I'm like, "Hey, sorry." So like, it's just because I'm so mad at other shows that used to be good that have just kind of like been ruined over years of trying to appeal to the lowest common denominator.
Well, yeah. Well, this is the thing is like oh my god, I'm gonna get you hook, line, and sinker here, right? Like, okay, Breaking Bad, one of the greatest shows of all time, had a new season like every year or so.
Mm-hmm.
That I think that makes it a better show, even now that it's all released and it is like fully done. Having a good release cadence keeps the creative vision consistent. I think it keeps like the cultural position of the show like where it's kind of supposed to be.
If you go back to the Lord of the Rings trilogy, they shot it all in one big go. Like,
did they? Oh, yes, wow.
Yeah, they shot it back to back, and that's what. So okay, yeah, sorry. So when we were in high school, it was coming out, and Fellowship came out the next year.
2001, by the way, which is crazy. Yeah, they hold up like so well.
Yeah, and the next year, Return of the King came out. So like every year, you knew like 3 years in a row, it's like let's go, it's Lord of the Rings time. And it just went and it went.
And that makes them better.
Yes, I agree.
It
entirely.
Does. Even now that it's all out, because when you look, and I'm gonna say it, when you watch Stranger fucking Things,
yes,
and like, right,
they ruined it. It was like, one of my favorite things. It was so good, and it turned into one of the biggest piles of slop. And it's like not even
right.
Like we need to take slop back for when AI isn't involved. Because let me tell you, I don't think AI was involved beyond apparently one of the writers was constantly checking ChatGPT, whatever. Like, but like it wasn't the special effects aren't AI, but like they might as well be. Like it's just ass. That final season looks like a toothbrush commercial.
Yes, it's being dragged along, and it's like I also, and this is actually my big thesis statement for this point, and it's because I've noticed it in myself, is if you take too long on something, you just stop fucking caring about it. And that's like kind of clearly what happened, right?
Yeah.
They just like kind of didn't really like, they didn't like fucking love it. And if I spend like 6 months on a video, I don't like that video at that point. Like it is a drag for me to work on it, and it makes the video worse. My best videos take like 2 months, 3 months, right? Yeah. It's like, yeah, I don't know.
Like the things like for us, like like our hits aren't crazy. Like some of you get behind are bonkers. You have hits so multiple videos so profoundly out of the stratosphere. But like, yeah.
I miss those Endwalker days. Those Shadowbringers views.
We all miss those Endwalker. Who among us don't miss those Endwalker days? But like, yeah, I kind of want to have a serious conversation with you about that, but
yeah, no, I mean, I'm open book.
Yeah. Where was I going with this? But like, regardless of like your level of success on YouTube, it's all a range for most people. Like, so like, but even like at the level that we work at on our channel and like our regular level of success, like our most successful stuff, it's like same thing. It's like never the videos we expect. Like. Yeah, it's very rare that we work really hard on something and it's a hit.
Yeah,
like,
right.
Like the things we've pained the most
over,
and
it happens.
Yeah. I'm trying to think. I like gotta go look at our own damn videos to be like, what did we sweat our balls off on that actually like hit, like, because almost everything that.
Of Stormblood, we put a lot of effort into editing those. Those were hours upon hours getting those done. But those are also like our first experience with the lore.
Yeah, I was just having a good time though too. I was like, that was when it like the game really started getting.
Oh yeah, our top viewed video is a reaction to Joe Cat. So,
I gotta say, I don't feel great about that. Like,
many such cases.
Yes, I do not feel great about that.
But I mean, that's kind of the same sort of homogenization that the developers have to deal with too.
I've got a good example of a video that succeeded that we did work hard on, and I'm happy about. Which was we recently we had some Carbot reacts pop off when we were playing Expedition 33, and I was like, I will be damned if I'm gonna become a React streamer. And so we get in touch with Carbot, and I'm like, I want our follow-up Reacts video to be a surprise interview with you. Like, so we did that.
That's actually a good, that's a good like way of doing that.
And it did well and got us a lot of new subs. And it was a lot of work because halfway through our interview with John, he's like, actually, like my brother wrote almost all of this. You should talk to him. And we're like, can we make that happen? And so it ended up being an entire day of just scheduling and interviewing on top of the fact of needing to get it edited and all of that stuff. So like,
but that was an organic situation again. Like it happened faster, even though it took more time than we expected.
Yeah. All right. So,
but that's the thing, right? Like that's how long that should have taken, right? I think when you start to push how long something probably shouldn't take, right?
Yeah.
Is when it starts becoming like kind of an issue.
Yeah. I'm having that issue right now.
It's relative.
I went to Japan and I shot a bunch while I was there, and I came back and I was like, this is the most footage I have ever had of anything. What do I even do now? Like, because I wanted to put out a video, just be like, hey, y'all, this changed my life. Enjoy. This changed my perspective on the world.
Really? Like, how so?
Oh, it's just like I've never traveled abroad.
Really?
Yeah, like I was, I've considered myself a lucky kid. Like my parents did okay. We got to go on trips. We go to Disney and we went on cruises, which technically leave the country, but when you grow up in Florida, like I did, like a beach is a beach. Like islands here are very much like islands when you step off a cruise ship. It's not very different. So yeah, it was like, for me, it was just my first big abroad trip. So like,
that'll change you. That'll change your life.
Yeah. The simplest thing I would say is just like, when you have really high expectations and somehow it goes above and beyond even your highest hopes.
Yes.
That was,
oh my God. Yeah.
That was me visiting Japan. It was just like, holy crap. Just like, I couldn't believe how much I enjoyed it.
I went to America last year. I've been out of the UK like a few times. It's a little easier because I'm like I'm European, so I got all these countries like right here, right?
It's like us going to states, which I will say, some states are basically other countries.
That is true, yeah. But no, I went to California specifically for like a TwitchCon for like I think about like 10 days, and I met up with some friends, and it really was like probably like the best week of my life. But like it's so I would recommend it to everyone. It's maybe there's different times in American history to visit America that may be a little more pleasant than currently.
It's depends where you go.
Sure.
Yeah, I don't begrudge anyone feeling that way.
But ultimately, like I think the first like time I went like abroad, like alone, which was like a big deal as well, was the media tour, and that was like
okay.
that was crazy because I was hanging out with Shen there, and I wasn't like that close to Shen at the time. Like now we're really good friends, but like back then, like we kind of became really close, kind of because of that. So I was going to this like the other country to like do this thing, and I didn't know anyone there, and it just I don't know. It's something about like throwing yourself into somewhere completely unknown. It's so nice. Like
Yeah.
Yeah, right? Like,
No, like
I don't know.
Yeah, like I miss my pets, but other than that, you're far enough away that you just kind of don't worry about things. And it sucks because it's expensive. Like there's just no way around it. There's no way around it. It's expensive. My wife and I saved like I think for like 5 years, on top of the fact that we had a ton of miles to burn because we were traveling a bunch before we had this stockpile of miles after COVID, and we're like, well, what do we do with this? And we're like, oh shit, we can just go to Japan. So
Japan trips like the one like I don't know. I got to get out there one of these days because I even have a couple people that I know that speak Japanese, so I got easy translating options, you know. I think Girl DM used to teach English in Japan.
Girl DM was
crazy.
A delight while I was in Japan.
Oh, she was there with you guys?
No, but she hit me up because she knew I was going, and she's like, "Hey, if you have any questions, just DM me." so there were multiple times
you DM that girl.
Yes, I DM that girl. Yeah, there's a few times. Yeah, Katie and I would like get in touch and be like, "Hey, so we found out we were like accidentally asking for water, kind of rude."
Yes,
So and so that helped. I will say, like, not to completely turn this into the Japan podcast because we already did one of those, but it's a very easy country to get around. If you're worried if you don't know Japanese.
Oh, okay. I thought you were gonna like talk about how like trains exist, and I was like,
trains do exist, which as a Floridian is basically like Middle Earth level. Like I can't believe
we
this
got
is real.
those. We already got. Everyone else has trains. That's just you guys.
Do you have those trains? Those trains are really fast though. You got fast trains like that, like those.
We got pretty fast. Not like that. I don't think.
All right.
We got pretty fast trains though. I like if I go to London, I got on a pretty fast train. I get down there in like 3 hours, so 3 hours, which is. I know you guys would like probably just drive like the 7-hour drive and be like, oh, it's only 7 hours.
When I want to go to the mountains, I just drive 13 hours. Yeah, that's what I do.
Really? That's crazy.
From Florida, yeah. I mean, there's lower mountains, but there's a part in the mountains I really like. That's about 13 hours away.
I guess that's just like part of the trip then, right? At that point.
Yeah. It's road trip. It's stopping at Buc-ee's and getting a bunch of beef jerky. And
you kind of make it part of the experience.
Yeah. It's not too. Depends on what you're into. I don't mind a road trip, but I don't want to drive anywhere that takes more than a day to get to. So 13 hours is about my limit.
I got a little an analogy in this situation. When you're dadding and you got all the kids in the car, most comforting feeling in the world because everything you care about is right there in that one vehicle and you're in charge of it. And that freedom to know like, there's nothing out of my mind that can affect me right now. It's all right there in the rearview mirror. And that's how it feels when you got a new MMO. And all your friends are in it. And they're all logging in. And there's no question about, like, I've had MMOs ruin board game tables because we're just like, what's easier? Yeah, let's all just stay home. We'll all stay in our respective homes and we'll all just call together. We'll all just play one game.
God.
And it's so like seductive, which is why I think we always fall for, hey, what's the new MMO? Every time there's a video on my YouTube that says top MMOs of 2026, I watch it. It's the same three things over and over again.
I wish I could fucking hope. I wish I could dream again. Like Oh my god, I like that. There's people out there that would kill me for saying this, but like New World, Ashes of Creation, oh my god, this is gonna be crazy. I'm so evil and mean, actually. I like kind of knew they'd never make it. Is that crazy? Like I thought they'd launch.
Same,
but
like yeah.
But like like nothing. There needs to be like a real. The only thing that I can think of is the Riot MMO. That's what people keep talking about.
I
maybe something else.
That one I can't hope because
know.
I'm just like they're never gonna have another game. Like it, and then there's the layoffs this week. They're like because they're shit canning the fighting game. So
wait, oh really? Yeah, no, I heard something about that.
Yeah, so like I am convinced there will never be another Riot game. And like I already kind of like personally, not to be downer, but like I kind of personally abandoned hope on the Riot MMO back when the ex-WoW dev Ghostcrawler left. Because they were talking about how at like, and it wasn't just because he left, but he was very active on social media. And at the same time that was happening, like there was an official letter from Riot saying like, hey, this is going to take way longer than we think. And I'm like, I was just like, translation, this is never seeing the light of day. So the fact that we're still hearing about it, it's honestly surprising to me.
I don't know if we are though, right? Like,
well, not a ton.
We're hearing about it from people talking about it, but I feel like we're not hearing anything from Riot.
Yeah.
I know Ghostcrawler started his own studio and is like doing like an indie MMO.
They shuttered, didn't they?
Yeah.
They lost funding.
Oh my god, there's no hope. There's no hope anywhere.
Well, and
MMOs.
There was a fascinating quote. I'm misquoted from Weird Al, but someone asked him, why don't you do parodies anymore? He's like, well, so everyone's in their own room. Everyone's listening to their own music because the internet. There's nothing on the radio that everybody knows now. And I just don't have the drive to make a parody if I don't think everyone's going to know the song I'm parodying.
That's a good point. That like monoculture as a concept is kind of gone. Like it used to kind of be like a thing.
Well, yeah, like, it's something I'm really interested in. Because like I like music, and I mean, we're talking about movies and shit too. Like, yeah, it's like it is kind of gone. There's some stuff though, like.
Sure, but my enjoyment is very fractured. Like I would sit down with a WoW talent calculator and just like make a druid. I don't know how many times I've had like one max level druid in my life for an expansion, but I just love making druid talent calculators and going bit by bit by. But I get that from Slay the Spire now, and that feeling of like being in a world and interact. I got that from Valheim, or now I'm playing Minecraft with my kids, or like there's all these different games kind of cannibalized what the MMOs were bringing, and as doing such, you log in, you're like, come on, friends, and well, no, I'm in Slay the Spire tonight.
I think about that a lot. But for games, some of it comes down to like I think it was the only avenue for it to go in the post corporate overreach world that we find ourselves in. Like the big studios that used to be making our only games just kind of kept dropping the ball. To speak simply, there's a lot of nuance in there that I'm skipping over, but. WoW keeps screwing up. Riot, I don't know. League of Legends is still really popular, but they're not bringing anything new to the table. Valve just refuses to make games anymore. Like,
actually, ladies and gentlemen, I've been playing fucking Valve's new game, Deadlock. I've been playing it for like a week. I have 100 hours in it.
Oh, that's right. Oh my goodness! Right. I was listening to you talk about Deadlock.
I love Deadlock. I love Deadlock.
How did that happen? Like, because it seemed like Highguard came out, people went, well, what about Deadlock? How did you find it?
I do think Highguard's failure is to blame for Deadlock's new success.
Like maybe so Deadlock had a new update, new characters, a lot of like very, very cool characters. I think they appeal to like They feel very like original, very unique artistically, while also like appealing to like things people like. Like there's like a butch wolf girl who's like an alcoholic, and she turns into a werewolf, And that's sick, right? Like I feel like
the art for that character.
resonates.
I know shit all about Deadlock. I have seen Wolf Girl all over my feeds,
All right,
and she looks
Right.
so sick.
For research purposes,
Right.
what am I looking at?
Research purposes. Hey, Pint, what's the name of the Wolf Girl? So Kyle.
Silver Deadlock. Rule 34.
Just type in.
No, I shouldn't include that backstory.
You know what? Maybe just include it.
Okay.
Just include it. She looks so effing cool.
Oh, that is pretty sick.
Fucking hair goals. I want this hair.
Right?
Do you get to melee? Do you do swipey swipes?
Oh yeah. Like she is like forcibly transformed whenever her like ult is charged, so it just pops, even if it's not like the right moment. But here's the thing, right? For anyone who doesn't know, Deadlock, it is like a class hero shooter, kind of like Overwatch, but it's also a MOBA. Thunder strikes. Everyone fucking hates MOBAs. I hate MOBAs so much. I've never gotten into League or anything like that.
I love MOBAs that aren't League.
No, I played.
Yeah, right.
I played Dota. Here's the Storm, Paragon when that was a thing, and I played Deadlock during its NDA can't talk about it thing, and all I was a guy in a briefcase. I would hide inside of a briefcase occasionally to dodge
Classic.
AoEs.
That's pocket.
He was
That's
like a
pocket right
noir warlock.
Hey, they now actually non-binary
nice.
royalty right there.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
So it's still going. I thought it was just dead in the water.
No, it's honestly, I think it is like just kind of hit the point, because when you played it, it was kind of like beta, right?
Yeah.
Well,
it was very like
technically
all
beta,
textures. It definitely is. It's still closed beta.
The whole joke.
You still
with
need
it,
like an invitation.
Yeah, the whole joke is that it's the easiest closed beta in the world to get into, right? Because I think anyone
Yes,
who's currently
yeah.
in it can invite other people.
For sure. Yeah. But I think just with this latest update, it is like right now is the moment where it feels like just like a game. Like, yeah, there's some characters with like their animations that aren't fixed or whatever, but it just feels like 2016 Overwatch. It feels so good. It feels like the future of the genre. It's so well made, and like that's kind of a Valve moment, man. I feel like Valve's really good at that. Has Valve ever like missed? I feel like they just come out of nowhere and drop bangers.
Artifact.
I rest my fucking case. You guys win.
I was so excited for Artifact.
They tried hard.
Artifact was coming out at like the first time Hearthstone was boring. So Hearthstone's had a lot of ebb and flows, and like I remember
how did Artifact go so poorly? Like it's a card game. Like
it just was
busy.
so ass. Like I don't. It was it was like
real time Gwent, and Gwent
Yes.
wasn't. Gwent was great.
you like Gwent. I don't like
I like
Gwent.
Witcher 3 Gwent. I've never played standalone Gwent.
No one did.
I'm a big
except
Gwent head.
No one played the standalone Gwent except the 7 Hearthstone streamers they paid to play Gwent. Like, that was it. But
no, Deadlock's the 5th most played game on Steam right now. It is definitely not dead in the water.
That's
it is
crazy.
shit.
It's gonna be the next big thing. I'm telling you guys, it's the next big thing.
Well, I completely derailed the whole point I was going to make.
Well, I'll bring you back because I was thinking about this earlier. Is as you were saying, you play Minecraft, Slay the Spire, and all that. I used to do like WoW arenas. I used to do Crystalline Conflict in Final Fantasy. They definitely have their flaws with like latency, with like matchmaking, like needing to find a healer to do 3s in WoW. Like there's all these problems. I can just queue up for a game of Deadlock, and it's designed for that. You know, like it is made to be a PvP game. It is balanced around it. It has like netcode designed for that. Like, right? Like everything you want from an MMO can be sort of like gotten from somewhere else in like a compartmental way, and it's kind of sad. I don't know, like it's kind of sad, but it's also like I'm kind of okay with it because I do have like better, like my experience in life is kind of better. Like I do kind of get like more variety. I can do more stuff with my friends, but what MMOs specifically give me is less, even though my life is fruitful, if that makes sense.
No, absolutely. And when you go to the MMO, you feel that much more rewarded because you know exactly what you're there for, rather than
Yes,
needing
yeah.
to be everything for $15.
Yeah, I mean, it's
Like
just
I'm
kind
there
of
for rating and the story in Final Fantasy, and that's like it, you know.
yeah, those are the two big things for me too. I loved Boja, and the new one didn't work for me. Called Crescent. Like I just didn't care for it.
Yeah, it's
so
kinda
like
the same.
so I'm open to falling in love with one of those again, but
Sure.
this one didn't hit for me. But those are the things I enjoy the most about Final Fantasy 14. I love popping in when RFC does like a guild home event. Those are always fun. But like that's about as social as I get in it. Like I understand it like being a kind of a social hub for folks, but it's no MMO has really been that for me. Even WoW, because I ended up playing with my literal roommates in college.
Yeah.
So when we wanted to be social, we would just go hang out together. So
Yeah, like it all happens in Discords now anyway. In fact,
yeah.
with classic WoW, I remember being very social in that.
Well, we'll see if it
But-
keeps happening in Discord. You know, we need to, give
true.
we need to give them a
Real.
blood sample.
Real and true.
Yeah.
Oh my god! Right? Look, I'm from the UK. I've been unverified and everything. The government still does not have my face, even though even though it's tied to my fucking my job, my taxes. So they definitely fucking know. But it's principle. I'm standing up. I'm not gonna. I'm gonna use the death. Have you guys seen that? Like the Death Stranding photo mode.
Yes.
To age verify. Yeah.
Yep.
I'm gonna do that.
Yep.
There's no way.
Everybody is going to be that one guy from The Walking Dead. Every single person.
Norman Reedus. What a guy.
What Norman Reedus is that guy. Norman Reedus is all of us, literally, if you're verifying your age. Yeah. So to kind of bring it we've talked all over the place, but bringing it back around, after Kyle and I watched the latest video, we started talking on stream a couple days ago, and I was just I think it's hard to admit that MMOs were a trend, and it's okay to also admit that you still like them. But there was a moment in time where they were so insanely popular that every studio with even half the budget it took to make one were chasing that dragon, and new MMOs, it felt like, were coming out right and left, but we're just so far past that at this point.
Yeah.
And I don't know. It's to me, it's I don't think it was ever gonna go any other way. Even if WoW somehow miraculously stayed on top, or 14 somehow miraculously not only overtook WoW but stayed on top and then continued growing exponentially into the stratosphere. Who can compete? It's horribly expensive to make these things. They take forever to build. And it's hard to get truly effective feedback on them because you need an insane player test pool to simulate a world of that size.
Yeah, no, I think the best way to look at it is to look at it like theater, right? For a lot of human history, theater has been that's the pinnacle of artistic expression, and maybe even written books, which are really hard to come by because you have to have someone scribe them. But now we still have books, we still have theater, but you aren't going to the opera every weekend, right? After you've finished farming and tilling in the fields.
Yeah, it's not as,
but it's still there, right?
Yeah, it's not as accessible. Although again, it also has its tiers. MMOs for the most part are accessible. If you have $15, you can play an MMO, and there's also plenty that don't even ask for a sub. Shout out Guild Wars 2. It's a pretty good one of those. But yeah, that's an interesting way to look at it. I mean, the same thing. My freak goes back to boy, I'd love to travel more because boy, does it recharge my batteries. But whoo, it's not the most accessible thing in the world.
Yeah. I guess I think my point mainly with that is to also say that it's there's always going to be an audience for that. There's always going to be people who like theater, but not everyone forever, right? whatever, like movies one day movies will be like superseded by something. Like maybe it's gonna be like perfect virtual reality, and that's what people are gonna be doing for their days. That's like, oh dude, if you experienced the new cyberpunk, but you're actually in it for like 70 years, like Crystal, right?
We figure out time dilation, and it's like that episode of Rick and Morty where you experience an entire lifetime, and by the end of it,
right,
and then you come out of the video game and it has completely ruined your life.
and like at some point, but there's still gonna be movies. People are still gonna be making movies.
Yeah,
but they're just gonna be like a little smaller part. Like how books now are like people. There's still so many people that read it. Still, one of the ways books are huge. Everyone loves books.
Yeah.
The books used to be the biggest thing, and now books are like not actually the biggest thing. It's like websites and the internet. The internet right now is the biggest thing. One day it won't be. Like that is the same as like MMOs were once the biggest thing, and one day they won't be. Like it's just the natural state of like actually the universe. You know, like
yeah. I think something being a cultural moment is important for some people to enjoy it, and I certainly think it makes it easier to buy in because it becomes more of the just essentially the common tongue, because more people know about it. More people can talk about it. You have just this binding experience that we like enough people know about that you can relate to each other through it. But like I've been thinking about this whole time when you've been talking about how you're getting that itch scratched from other games that are more focused than an MMO. And I think it's fine because sometimes I want a long project like an MMO, and other times I do just want to be able to get in, have fun, and get out. Like I was recently trying to sell Kyle on Arc Raiders, and he's like, "What's it like?" I'm like, "I don't know. It's kind of like just the fun parts of the Division, like just the fun parts with all the fat cut away." And I've been thinking about that a lot because like all of it's like I'm always looking for a new MMO experience, but at the end of the day, like I think I'm just looking for online experiences because
I'm kind of done lamenting about it, right? Like I'm kind of tired of being like, oh, MMOs, are they dying? Yes. But actually, like who fucking cares? Like I just want to play games and have fun. Like that's really the answer.
Yeah, and it's like, is music dying? No, we just don't have a monoculture. Like there's plenty of music.
Yes,
we're just not listening to the same shit. Like, and that's why I always relate this to cars, and particularly when we get the generational divides.
That's a really good way of putting it. I like the music analogy. Yeah. Like music's not fucking dying. Like games aren't dying. We just aren't all playing the same game, right? Like we aren't just playing World of Warcraft or like all playing like Fortnite.
Yeah.
Which, like, God forbid.
But every once in a while, something cuts through. Like everybody knows Pink Pony Club. Like.
Yes, exactly. Right. Like every now and then you do get like what's a big game? There's got to be a
Deadlock, apparently.
Deadlock, like Fortnite. Yeah. I hope, please let Deadlock be the next big thing.
That sounds exciting. I would
love
love new MOBA. That's awesome.
Yeah, exactly.
But I do think that one thing that other games haven't been able to grab without that gathering of people is being somebody. And there's always kind of that seductive quality. Yeah. You're walking down the street of the major city and everyone's like, "Ooh, there goes that healer who's amazing." And you're like, "Check it." And everyone's inviting you and they want you to be part of your guild and you get a chance. And then that's
still a thing though. That's still a thing.
Yeah.
And that's what content creators are. Fucking boom. Like now if you want to be like that guy, you're like streaming Valorant or whatever the fuck, right? Like you're like that's the oh, that guy is cool. And it's being the streamer that does X or makes a video about Y. And that's like a little cringe, to be honest. I think like as a YouTuber, it's like a bit like, oh man, like I feel like I'm like it's almost like egotistical to look at it like that. But I don't know, that is nowadays when I look at anyone in any game, I'm not thinking about like what they have in the game. I'm kind of thinking about like, all right, like I don't know, right? Like famous players in World of Warcraft or something, right? Like for your server, you'd play on a server and you'd be like, that is Bingus Man, and he is like the fucking tank that sits in Ironforge all day with his full dreadnought armor. Like he looks fucking sick. Now I'm like, yo, it's fucking SK and she's playing Deadlock. Like that's kind of my thing, right? It's like I look at when I look for someone cool or when I notice someone cool, it's probably because they're a streamer. And in a way that sort of like being the guy has like shifted to the broader internet, as has kind of everything. It's all like there somewhere, right?
Yeah, absolutely. Because you can maintain that outside of a single game. How cool it was that it could be that one personality. But there's also those moments of organicness, like hearing someone famous in a proximity voice chat inside of a game, like go by you, or what happens in those Fortnite streams where someone gets aced and then everyone goes, who was that? How are they so good? And they go find their stream and that person grows because they're part of someone else's community now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And at the same time, to monkey wrench this entire beautiful agreement you're having with each other, every once in a while, I still want a game where I'm invested in like my character and I need to spend time to make that character stronger so that I can go do other things. And like that's what I'm always looking for in an MMO. Even if I'm not necessarily the guy in town, it's like I still want to care about my guy. Like,
yeah, I mean, it's like that's the thing, right? Like it's like MMOs. This is kind of the point I was trying to make in my videos, that I think MMOs are like, they kind of fit into that, right? It's not like, oh, you don't even need to play MMOs because there's all this other stuff to do. It's like there's all this other stuff to do, which does fill in some of the gaps because, frankly, MMOs don't do PvP great. So maybe I do play Deadlock if I want some PvP. But MMOs do other things really well, like building a character over time. And that is the thing that I go to MMOs for. Instead of trying to get literally everything that a person could want out of a single game. Type Chungus.
yeah.
Beautiful. Signed off right at the bottom, big SpongeBob cursive. Awesome.
that's my like sentence over like indicator.
Signed Chungus. Oh my god. I'm gonna if I ever meet you in person, I'm gonna be like, please autograph this, Chungus, please.
Oh my god, I hope so. Maybe at like a BlizzCon or something.
Yeah, maybe
at a fan fest. Maybe at a fan fest in Europe. Maybe
that's
something.
Maybe I've been flirting. I'm like, if someone just offered me a ticket, would I go? And I think I would. So.
It's gonna be real competitive. I'll tell you that.
Yeah, because that's usually the smallest one, right? For the size of the venue and attendance. I believe last time it was Japan had the biggest venue with the most tickets for sale, and then I think second place was Vegas, and I think third place was whatever the venue was.
I guess that would make sense.
I don't
There's
remember
not like a huge amount of EU creators, that's kind of what I base it off of, right?
It's so funny because like most of our internet friends for 14 are Europe or UK.
Oh,
like
really?
Wow, that's an interesting thought.
Yeah, because you, Shen,
I guess
Preach.
so.
Yeah.
Yeah. Meeting Shen has been quite big for me because I mean part in my latest video, oh my god, I've wanted to talk about this for years, but I couldn't, like, there was never a project where it was like correct or like it fit. But like when I started playing 14, it was like in the midst of like a really bad time in my life where I was like, I don't know, man. I was dealing with some shit and I was just inside like so much. And God, like just to small side tangent. Bo Burnham's Inside. I resonated with that so goddamn much at the time as well, because that had just come out. And I did spend like a literal full year inside of my apartment, not seeing another human being that whole time, besides like delivery drivers. Even my garbage, my bins, I could take that out within the same building. It sucks.
Jeez.
Yeah,
you mentioned it in your video, and
yeah,
like I was already locked in on that latest video, just because you were talking about a subject like I cannot get enough of, which is just MMOs, online games in general, just kind of the history of it and your personal relationship with it. But then like you got really personal in it, and I was just like, damn, like it's just like it's not what I'm used to from you, and it was really vulnerable. I thought it was it was strong.
Yeah, and it's I kind of wanted to, cause like everyone kind of has that happen in life. Everyone has like a thing. I think that I think it's very normal for people to have, I guess, negative life experiences, positive life, just impactful things, right? And like, I don't know if it happened, you know, I don't necessarily feel like I like should shy away from it if it's like integral to the like to what my point is, right? I forgot where I was going with talking about that. Oh, right, of course. Meeting Shen, because you know that ended, and I now see people in real life, but I kind of mainly see my mom. Like, I kind of see my like only family, right? But like friends in real life, I don't really have any of those because I'm a fucking content creator. So unless I happen to meet someone who somehow doesn't live in California, and instead lives in specifically driving distance of me in the UK, it's just not gonna happen, right?
Yeah.
But through Shen, that has like happened, and I now like know people in the UK that I like. I think one of my friends, she's Shenpai's like manager, producer. Her name's Max Poetic. Shout out Max Poetic. She's like coming up to visit me in a few days, and it's nice that like, I mean, especially through Shen, I'm like making friends, guys. It's kind of epic.
Yeah. I've definitely had times in my life where I didn't socialize as much as others, and eventually had that day where I was just like, oh God, I just need to get out there. But luckily, it hasn't been too recent. I've made some really good friends the last few years as we've gotten like way more into the YouTube side of things. We used to be almost strictly podcast and podcast only.
Yeah.
And so it was around when we got into Final Fantasy 14. We were just like, you want to try video? And we tried video, and then everyone in the comments was like, why the fuck aren't you streaming? And we were like, you can't do that with two people. And then you were like, maybe we can. So,
I really like that. Like your guys' stuff is really unique because of that. And I also imagine it helps like split the workload. Like,
yeah, big time. We got a wonderful editor too, Noel, who helps us. We still usually like do a little final touches on everything, but no, like particularly the full length videos that get released that aren't like streams, we go live. But like any of the edited stuff you've seen in the last year, like Noel's helped us with, and he does a great job on that too. But thanks. Yeah, it's fun for sure. And also like to us, to me, I don't know about you, Kyle, but I feel like it helps keep me on schedule because I'm like, well, Kyle's depending on me. Like I gotta stream today. Like
yeah. You don't get sucked into deadlock for a whole week and spend 100 hours in it. Yeah,
I mean, maybe I'm trying to convince Kyle to play Minecraft right now because I never have.
Really? Oh my God.
I installed it the day after I had a bad breakup, and I was living in the guest room. on an air mattress, and I installed Minecraft, and like 16 hours went by, and I was just using cheats and building.
Sure.
And then I went outside, and the sun was gone, and I was like, "This is fucking horrifying." And I uninstalled the game, and I never reinstalled it.
Wow.
Because
playing Minecraft after a traumatizing event in your life is actually like a very iconic thing. That's like weirdly a common experience.
Yeah. So I just had this. I'm like, I'm already playing WoW. I don't need another game to take time away when I clearly need to work on myself.
I'm just trying to protect you from Factorio is the thing. That's why I'm worried about Minecraft. You know, it's a slippery slope until you start worrying about the factory expanding.
I just wanna kill an Ender Dragon. Like, I have a goal.
It can end. It'll end.
I have a goal.
Are you sure you don't want to make like a mob farm though? Or you don't want to like
make a roller coaster,
like, build something specific? Yeah.
A big flaming castle or something. You know, all those are options. No, at least for me, MMO took the place of school in that way, because school is this constant social project where you're constantly meeting people. Yeah. You're just making friends to survive the boredom at times, or whatever else is going on socially in the environment, and then it just kind of ends. It's a lot like having a kid. They just kind of let you go home with it.
Yeah.
And do I get a book? I'm like, nah, good luck.
Yeah.
And same thing happens with school. Where do I make friends now? Find somewhere.
Yeah.
And MMOs can be that.
Yeah. They're like
escapism for a lot of people. Like they're like where that comes. And I do think that's why people don't immediately go like, oh yeah, like it's like MMOs are just like, you know, they aren't the full pie anymore. They're just like a nice little slice. It's because people are like really emotionally invested because it's like where they socialize, and then like, you know, an MMO dying means that this place they've built their life is dying. Like that's what it means, and therefore it's hard to look at it through like an objective lens. It's like a very emotional topic.
Yeah, and I think Final Fantasy XIV, more than most, has a double whammy of you're emotionally invested socially, but you're also emotionally invested. It's just in the narrative, like that story.
Yeah.
We're talking about objective stuff. Like if you're out there and you're hearing this and you're like, I don't like Final Fantasy XIV. Okay, fine. We're not talking about you. The story is incredible. Like, it really affected me.
It'd be really funny if someone had that take and they're like this deep into this.
Imagine listening to this podcast and you're like, I don't even like Final Fantasy XIV. I mean, I don't know. I've got some buddies who are just like, I'm here for the raids because they're really effing good. And you know what? They're right. The raids are really effing good.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
Like you can play 14 for the MMO content. The MMO content is quite good. But yeah, like it's double whammy. Like maybe WoW had, like for me, WoW had that up through Wrath. Like once I killed Arthas, I'm like, oh my god, I have beaten an MMO.
That must have been.
Yeah, because I started with Warcraft 3. Like I remember.
That guy was cool, man. That was a cool guy. I can't even because I didn't get to I didn't play Warcraft 3. I didn't get to have that arc. But I'm very acutely aware of it. I know all the lore and everything, and that must have been so sick. Yeah. Like even Illidan too. Like, where were you? Where were you when he's like imprisoned for 10,000 years, and then the dark portal starts fucking glowing green. Like that must have been crazy.
I'm fairly certain it's the first time I ever pre-ordered a game. Like that was the level of hype that I was at that moment.
Watching the clear of Black Temple on some 420p recording with the little 100 in the corner for fraps, and you're just like, holy shit, the historical text.
Oh my god, they did it. And then you're like, oh, the twin blades didn't drop. What a load of shit.
Oh god, those are the coolest fucking weapons in the game to this day. They are so sick.
Yeah. How are you on time? Because we're already past 2 hours, Pint.
I'm honestly good.
Okay.
I was worried I'd be tired because I woke up early, but I'm just not. I'm energized.
Okay, because I've got 2 completely unplanned thoughts that I kind of want to pick your brain about. One that just fired into my brain right now.
I got one conclusionary take
Okay.
to the whole like MMOs dying segment.
Okay.
I had a line in my video that I do kind of wish I kept. And that was like, it was like, are MMOs dying? I don't fucking care, man. Because that is like ultimately my take. It's like, are they not? I don't care. I'm just gonna fucking play games. I don't care about this whole like, the whole like, are they dying? Are they not? It's like who cares, right? Who cares what the state of them is, unless you're like a content creator or like someone making MMOs.
Yeah.
Which like technically, I mean, we are content creators.
It's
so
bad for us to have. Yeah, it's bad
Yeah.
for us to have that take, but I'm in a similar boat. But that take has been informed by being around players of MMOs. I'm like, they're still here because they don't fucking care. And I was like so energetic watching your video when you brought up the fucking Distant Worlds concert. Because I also went to Distant Worlds last year. And have you been to a fan fest?
I haven't actually.
Okay.
This one's gonna be my first.
Okay, all right, man. Distant Worlds must have hit you like a ton of bricks.
Oh yeah.
Okay, never
my
mind.
god.
All right. All right.
I remember like, okay, they had like it was actually the Eorzean Symphony, so it was only 14 songs. They had like a list of all the songs, and they went through it in like chronological order. So it starts out with like a Gridanian song, and then I think they had like Answers, and then they had like Dragon Song, and then they had Revolutions, all the songs like in order, right?
Yeah.
And like, you know, Dragon Song, pretty early song in the grand scheme of things.
Mm-hmm.
I was already crying because fucking Amanda out here, like just fucking spitting that shit. I was crying at Dragon Song, and I remember being so pissed off because I'm like, no, I was supposed to cry at Flow, and then Flow, she's not singing Flow, and I don't have any fucking tears left, and I can't even cry at Flow.
You just got that salty feeling around the corner of your eyes, and you're just like, well,
spent too early.
Yeah, because it was like we went to FanFest, and it was nuts, but we hadn't finished yet. Like we were like still in Shadowbringers when we went to FanFest, so like, and
that must have been weird.
I had so much fun.
We had a great time.
It was such a good time because they did an Endwalker panel, and in the freaking conference, they're like, if you haven't finished Endwalker, leave. And so Kyle and I left. We listened. We fucking left.
Lunch, yeah, it was great.
Yeah, we just completely like went out onto the Vegas Strip and had fun. And so like for us, it was like it was just a big social gathering. And it was we've done meets before. It was the biggest meet ever. I still get emotional thinking about it. Like that anyone cared to come.
I need to do like because I've been to a few cons and stuff. I've never like planned like a meetup or anything. Because I just kind of assumed it would but like I probably should do it. I should probably try. I'm worried like one guy I'll show up and he'll be like, oh yeah, no, I've seen like one of your WoW videos. I kind of know you.
I can guarantee more than one guy would show up for you. That said, we did a meetup in like 2010 for our StarCraft podcast, and like 6 people showed up, and it was so much fucking fun.
It was.
Because it was 6 people, it was manageable. Like we went bowling, we got drunk, we bought Magic cards and played some Magic. Like
yeah, that was the thing, right? Like
it was a really good time.
You can always leave what was the formal meetup with the people that are now your friends and go do something.
Yeah, that was a good time. And then we've had pretty much everything in between in terms of turnouts. So no, they're always fun. You just end up making new friends is what happens, even if not many people show up. But
I'll probably do it for the FanFest one. Actually, I don't know if I should. Like, maybe it would be good form to do it, but I'd need to be careful about where, because I know Shen, I think specifically, I think it was at a FanFest. She had kind of a moment where she had like so many people that they were like lining up. And it was like a problem. Like that, like security had to be like, hey, you guys can't do this here. You know what I mean?
We had a similar thing at our meetup, but and the owner of the arcade bar we were at came to ask about the line, and I started to apologize, and he goes, "No, it's fine. There's plenty of people buying drinks. We're happy with this, but why is there?" The owner was just like, "Why is there a line?" And we're like, "Oh, yeah, we have like a little YouTube channel."
They were so cute though, because they were like, "What's going on? I don't know. We're gonna dress up as Final Fantasy characters tonight." So there was like, a Cloud walking around, like
none of them were 14 characters.
No, it was random.
You had a Cloud, you had an Aerith, you had I think someone went as Sora from Kingdom Hearts.
Yep. Man in the bar.
Yeah.
Class act.
So yeah, it can be like that. Like I remember going to early BlizzCons and like watching like security have to escort Day 9 out because too many people wanted his autograph. Like that's the kind of shit. Like I can't imagine having that many people know who you are. Like it's just
there's definitely an upper limit. Like I kind of want to be like a little bit famous, so I get to have like the people be like, "Oh my god, Pint, I love your videos." But as soon as it's like past a certain level, I'm like, I don't want that. Like I think I'm actually pretty happy with like where I am. Like I could maybe handle a little bit more fame, but I don't want too much of it, right?
My wife, when she explains what I do to other people, she'll say that I'm specifically famous.
Yes, right? And that's such a nice kind of famous to me. I like only being known in Final Fantasy 14 and then like kind of like nowhere else. Like it's kind of nice to have that little like place where I get it's my little domain, right? Where I'm like, haha, yes. Yeah. I log on and someone's like, "Oh, Pint, I love your videos." And I'm like, but then I don't become weird and jaded because I actually like I'm not like oh, I'm above people because it's just contained to one fucking game. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I think every content creator thinks about it, especially if they're like, I don't know, not already insanely famous, but I don't know. I think about it every once in a while. I'm like, I feel like if I had blown up in my 20s, I think I would be insufferable. But now I'm like, well, now I can handle it. Like, I wouldn't mind being a little more famous now. So anyway, like and subscribe, everybody.
I think it's about when you lose control. If you're like small enough, you have kind of control over like the clips people see of you and stuff like that. As soon as you get to a certain size, people start clipping you, against your will, and then
out of context.
Yeah.
No, that's a good point. So, with that in mind, how is life, post Endwalker? We were kind of jokingly bringing up we missed the Endwalker days. Like, what was it like for you? Like this. All right, strap in, chat. Content creators gonna talk about being content creators.
Yay!
Because like we got met like it. You have to understand how strange the energy was. Like, we're not new to this. We are new to, at the time we were new to streaming together when we were starting to go through the like Final Fantasy 14 publicly. And like, I don't know, we were just having a good time. We were figuring shit out. And it felt like by the time like it was really hitting and people gave a shit about what we were doing, was right about the time like we started getting a lot of messages from people who were just like, "Hey, this is all going to go away when the MSQ is over. Just prepare." And like did you get any of that, Pint? And
oh yeah, no, I did.
How did you compartmentalize it? Because I was just like, this is just straight up the wildest shit anyone's ever told me on the internet.
It took a while. Like, okay, I had a bit of an arc. Okay, so here's where we are, right? I'm streaming Final Fantasy 14 as my only thing. I don't do anything else for like 3 years.
Yep.
Maybe not 3 years. I think it was maybe like maybe about 2, like 1 in like 9 months, something like that, right? And I'm getting like 1,000 viewers a stream. It's sick. I finish Endwalker. I have 7,000 viewers that stream. No raids. I just had 7K, and I was like, "Oh my god, that's fucking crazy." And then after I finished it, I was just like, there wasn't even like a well, now let me try other things. And oh no, my numbers are low. The first thing that happened was I want to stream more Final Fantasy 14. That's what I like to do. I don't want to do anything else, but there's no more of it. So I just stopped streaming for all that time. And I also made videos really slowly, like once every 9 months, I think. And then finally, I tried something new in my Elden Ring video. That was when I like did something completely new, and like the VTubing. And yeah, the numbers were fucking low, guys. The numbers were not as high as I was used to when I started VTubing, when I tried making videos about other games. But and it wasn't great for a while, right? Like there wasn't. I felt like oh no, this job I love is like coming to an end. But I just kind of kept at it because what else am I gonna do? Because I really do love this. If I had all the money in the world, I would just be a YouTuber still. I would I'd be like I would either be a YouTuber or I would get into game dev and become like Toby Fox or some shit, right?
We talk about that all the time. We're just like you wake up, dude. We wake up tomorrow, and what if we have like 20K average? It's just like we just do the same thing with higher production value.
Yeah, exactly, right?
Like I'd probably start a second channel where I restored 90s Japanese cars, but because I have the money for that hobby now. But that would be it. Like that'd really be the only difference. Like I'd be like, okay, cool. I don't need to stress as much. I think I don't know. Maybe I'd become a total asshole, but I hope not.
But from there, it took a while for me to kind of find my footing for what I like wanted like to do now. And I actually think with this latest video is me actually finding that and being like, okay, now actually probably the one before it, the tanking video. Like that's when I had like the new model, the new style, that's where I was like, okay, this is the tempo now. Like this is where we're at. So like the whole like dealing with finishing Endwalker took me like over a year and a half to like actually come to terms with. And it's just from finding other things that I valued. And as far as like people telling me it, like I was telling myself that I was being a little toxic. I was like, uh-oh, when I finish this, it's all gonna go away. And I think I built that fear up in myself so much, and I felt I was so scared of that happening that I think it did happen more to me because of that. But it's kind of a learning thing because I think now as a content creator, I'm now more aware of like the ebbs and flows of everything. Like it felt to me like when I stopped playing WoW and I started playing 14, that was like a one-time thing. And now I'm like, oh, like, no, like, even if it's not a new game, there's always going to be like a new, like something's going to happen that like necessitates change. And I'm going to have to kind of pivot and follow where the meta of YouTube is going. And now I'm like a lot more ready for that. And I actively think about it in everything I do. And I never, I guess, buy in too heavy into one thing and be like, oh yeah, I'll be doing this forever, because you will never be doing anything forever. That is what I've come to learn.
Yeah, WoW made me think about content creation that way, because I got into content creation through podcasts, and like the first show I ever listened to was a World of Warcraft podcast that I eventually ended up being a host on, by the way, which was wild. Eventually becoming a host on the first damn piece of content you ever consumed was bonkers. And it just, at the time, you got to remember that I'm talking vanilla. The first episode I listened to, the gates of Encourage were opening. So,
wow.
And I was just like, wait, you can just make talk radio about this? That's the coolest fucking thing I've ever heard. Like, because I hated talk radio. But I'm like, but hey, they're talking about shit I care about. And so, like, I was just like, yeah, World of Warcraft is a ship that will sail 1,000 years. Like,
yeah.
Well, you always hear that about any freelance work is you spend this job looking for your next job. And we're like, well, that's like, I don't know, writers or painters or something. Blizzard told me this ship was going to sail for 1,000 years and I should hitch to it and we're going to be A-okay. And that first experience with that very different to have with Endwalker, where the audience is telling you that exists, where they're aware of their own cadence, and it's not it's not that like maybe if I make a video today about Blizzard, there'll be a new patch tomorrow. You never know. Like, stay tuned. It's very predictable. That's fascinating to hear from that first time perspective.
Yeah. So it's made, I don't know. Like I obviously actively think about the content that I create, that we create, but like it's not as much of a scheme as it sounds. Like, I'm always conscious about the future because I've just been, I've had the rug pulled out from me enough times now that like I just know like you got to be vigilant, but at the same time it's like you can't force it. Like, so it's kind of freeing and it helps keep it fun.
Yeah. Like, honestly, like the rug pull thing, like it's like, I think the reason it hit me so hard, like, this is going to sound a little like privileged to say, but like in my career, I kind of haven't had to deal with many like L's. I haven't had many times where like stuff's gone bad for me in life. At least like in terms of things in like my professional life. And so I think before then I really was kind of this kind of glass cannon. Well, like I was doing really well and all, but I did not know what failure felt like, and it like hit me hard when I started not seeing an improvement every video, right?
Yeah, it's
like there was times where I was like sad about getting 500k views, and it's like, what the fuck?
Holy shit!
like yeah. And now I like, thanks to that, like it's like that's why I obviously there's things in life that are like fully negative, but my philosophy is that there's always going to be something good out of something bad, and like whatever like bad there was in me finishing Final Fantasy 14 Endwalker MSQ and not being able to do that as my sole streaming game that I do, has brought good to my life. You know, it's brought me like variety. It's brought me like a bit more humility, I think, in what I do. It's I don't know. It's just it's made me a better person having gone through that, right? So I don't look at it with too much of like a. I at the time it was hard, but I'm kind of happy it happened now, right?
Yeah.
If that makes sense.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Interesting message in chat, as we were saying. It's fascinating to hear after thinking at the start, oh, they're going to say it ended up not being true. And instead it became, and here's how we dealt with it. Yeah, I mean, that's kind of like, I was curious because like the absolutely 110% there was a drop off.
Oh yeah.
God almighty, was there a drop off. But yeah, like, I don't know.
I don't even think that's Dawntrail's fault. I think it's like there was this moment 14 had specifically because of like the WoW Exodus and everything, like that was like around Endwalker specifically. And I think even if Dawntrail was amazing, Endwalker's like the end point. It's the end point, you know. It's like the end. It's Endwalker.
And Endwalker, like if you didn't play WoW, that's how I felt killing Arthas in WoW. It was just like,
yeah, exactly.
Shit, like I beat the most insane arc of a game that I've ever beaten. Like bigger than Halo 1 through 3. Bigger than.
That's a really good way of putting it. Actually, it is like killing Arthas.
Bigger than Half-Life, like 1 and 2. Like let me tell you, Millennials 8 fucking good. Our gaming arcs were sick growing up. Like we knew how to well, we didn't know. I guess it was Gen X at the time that were the devs. They knew how to make sequels, damn it. And then some I don't know, someone lost the sauce on sequels, but yeah, Endwalker feels like that. Like it is right up there. Like God, yeah. I'll never forget beating Halo 3. I'll never forget beating Wrath of the Lich King. Like just like those moments, like Ocarina of Time. But that's one game. But Yeah, like it was weird. I mean, Dontro is interesting for us very specifically because we were kind of bracing for it. Like our same as you, like our Endwalker stream to this day is the most concurrence we've ever seen. And in my head, I'm perfectly comfortable now. If that's
honestly,
if I never break that again, I'll be fine.
I do not need to break the 7K viewer mark ever again. That's I feel cool that I did it, but I'm in no way like being like, oh yeah, that'll like I did it. Cool, I did it. That's a cool number to have hit.
Yeah.
There's no part of me that's like, well, what about 8K? Like, I don't need that.
Yeah, like and hell, even in the moment, it's like, yes, it was overwhelming and it made me feel a lot of things. But the thing that like made me shed a tear in our Endwalker finale was like Jesse and Joe showing up on their Warriors of Light.
Yeah,
and just being like, I made real friends from this. Like I made real friends, and they and like I don't know, everyone I've met through this like has really done a lot of heavy lifting and kind of like making me feel better about, I guess, to keep it simple, MMO content creators, because I've been pretty down on the scene for years. I haven't really liked the place it's been going, and I was just
it's been rough, but I do kind of feel there is like. It's I don't know, it's a little more niche now, I will admit. It's not like it's as big as before, but I'm starting to feel this like between like Jesse and Joe and Shen and me and you guys and like Goldiem and like that. These are like I haven't met all those people. I don't think I met Jesse. But a lot of those people are just like my personal friends as well. And I think there's this nice like little sort of bubble of content creators that is actually starting to form again. And it's everyone kind of knows someone who knows everyone, and it's nice, right? Like
to me it feels,
at least with 14.
To me it feels like the old days, because there's a lot of there used to be a lot of collaboration between podcasters when we were getting started with podcasting, and particularly in the WoW space, you know, and Hearthstone as well. Hearthstone was bonkers. Kicking myself, I wasn't.
I remember in like old WoW, like back when like WoW Krendel was like the guy, like those days, man. Wow.
Yeah.
I guess Jesse was like part of that sort of sphere too, with like Total Biscuit.
We'll have to find a round table topic, and we'll get you and Pint and you are Pint. You and Preach and Jesse.
I'm Pint. Yeah.
Yes, you are in fact Pint. Yeah. I'm getting
He's planning.
I'm getting my British accent P names mixed up. I apologize. You have to understand, sort of Americans, we're very bad with accents. What the hell was the point I was making? Yeah, Dontro was weird. I think you and I blame Dontro a little bit, Kyle, because like Dontro came out right around we always take a summer break, because like Kyle wants to like go take his family somewhere. You guys been doing Disney the last couple of years, and I always go and hang out with my parents down in the Florida Keys, because it's something we can drive to. Like, and so it's like I get to spend time with my family and be a normal human being and swim and see the sun. It's wonderful. And that was right when Dontro came out. And we were like, cool. Yeah, we'll take our summer break and we'll come back and we're going to do Dontro. Like, hell yeah, MSQ time. And the vibes were not there. the vibes were not good when we got back. We got back and people had already had 2 weeks with Dawntrail. And
and we're like sick. And it's time for spoilers to go by. Everyone's gonna be into it. Like we'll get to feel the room a little bit, and we felt the room on return.
Yeah, it felt like no one cared about spoilers, which is a bad fucking sign for Final Fantasy 14. If people don't care about spoilers, like that is a canary in the coal mine for sure. But yeah, I mean, like our turnout, like it was still sick. Like we still had a lot of fun streaming the Dawntrail MSQ. Like I personally struggled with the first half. The stuff in Tulial just did not hit for me.
Kind of same,
yeah. And I feel bad because like we got a lot of folks in our community who are like, I loved it. We got folks in our Discord like live in South America, and they were like, yo, they did it. They did it so much justice. Like, this looks like where I live, like, and it's rad. And I just feel bad. Like, I feel guilty for not liking it.
Yeah, it's a shame too, because there's parts of it that like I really like, right? Like that. I do like that. Like that. There's a lot of like cultures that are represented that we don't see much in games. And even if you're not fucking hashtag woke, isn't it kind of cool to like see something a little fucking different for once? You know,
it's why you're obsessed with Japanese culture. It's why you're obsessed with Japanese culture, neckbeards. It's okay.
I love that quote. Even if you're not hashtag woke, isn't it a little cool? Like,
yeah, it's like
totally
it's
fine.
something different.
Can't we just admit it's a little neat?
Like, I
Like-
go to monster truck rallies. You can enjoy both. Like, it's fine.
That's wonderful.
I hate to. I mean, I hate to like. This feels like bringing. It's like I don't know, some analogy insert here. This feels like something I maybe. I hate to bring it up, but it always just, it never leaves my mind, is like everyone who was saying like the voice acting was terrible in Dawn Trail. It's like, man, like my eyes roll out the back of my skull, man. Cena is such a fucking good voice actor.
I don't get it. I really
Like,
don't.
I don't.
That scene of Wooklamat on the beach in the base Dawn Trail MSQ, where Wooklamat is over like some fallen bodies of residents of Tulia Lal, like god damn, like, yeah, Cena crushed it. Like,
I'll give them like some credit that maybe the Ford, like not the 14, the NA like voice studio isn't the same studio they've been working with, so maybe there was some like miscommunication with the vocal direction, and sometimes actors didn't know what was happening in whatever scene they were in, but like, fuck me.
Well,
like, oh my god.
yeah, no, they like went back and re-recorded lines too for like the final fight.
Exactly.
Against Fiend,
Yeah.
and for the most part, I like the second take a lot more, and it feels a lot more like in context.
I did it slow enough so I didn't hear the original.
Oh,
And so I got to that point and I was like, that's what people were having a fucking issue with? That was sick. I remember loving that trial. I was so fucking into it. I guess changing it doesn't like really, I guess once people have had that first impression, I don't know. People really didn't like Wicklamat. Some people, I should say, because it's not fucking everyone. It's not me. By the end of the latest patch, I like, she's one of my favorite characters. Like I really fucking miss her. Like
to me, like, I really got on board with the character when she started having interplay with Sphene. Like,
yes, yeah.
Like, because like I liked all the characters, and like Kona was cool, but like I wasn't into the brother sister dynamic. But once we got to Alexandria, and you get Wook like interacting with Sphene, and freaking 7-2 is when I like really light up. Like, I love 7-2 through 7-4 is the strongest shit in the Dawn Trail story by far.
God,
for me.
the cutscene in 7-3 when she like breaks the wall. Oh my god! I was just
sick.
yelling at my monitor. Like, I don't even know. I was just so excited. I was just popping off. It was so sick.
Yeah. It's like the game is an ensemble cast, and so to me the chemistry between characters is all like, it is the end all be all of everything that happens in the game. And so, because I was like, I don't know, who knows? I don't really have any like specific complaints about the Kona Wook dynamic, but it just didn't work for me. But like the chemistry between Wooklamat and Sphene, it was sick. Like it got me really invested. And that's why I'm like ending pretty positive on Dawn Trail. On top of the fact that the Arcadian is like my favorite raid series they've done.
It really is good, isn't it? Like, like fuck, they did kind of eat with that.
Yes.
And even like the ending of it, like the little plot twists and everything. It's like, yeah.
But the voice acting thing, like, I like talking about it. It got weird though, because people got like behind it, like a movement, and like, it became a very like two-party system where you had the the pro Dawn Trails and the anti Dawn Trails, and they're just like going at it, and I'm just sitting, and it's so bad content create, like it's so bad for fucking YouTube titles, but I'm just sitting here being like, I don't know, guys, maybe the truth is somewhere in the fucking middle, like it always is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But like when it comes to voice acting, like to try and like, to me, it's like the voice acting's always been weird. Like there's always been lines that are just like, all right, they didn't fucking know what scene they were putting this in. Like there's always been moments like that.
It's pretty common.
And now we're actor investigating Grahatia. Like it's happened again in 7-4. Like we don't even know if it's the actor
bro's
we're
got a
used
cold.
to.
Yeah, like, who knows? Who knows?
Yeah, does he have a cold? Is it even him? Is he too good for us now because of Wicked? Like who knows?
I mean, the same thing happened with Y'shtola in Shadowbringers. There's like a few like she like sounds sick at some point, and I remember being like, "What the hell? Like is that?" But I don't know. It's just kind of normal, and even still, like. If I'm really gonna be like, if we're really gonna be like, all right, guys, we got to pick our one gripe with Dawn Trail. Are you fucking telling me it's the voice acting for you? Like, no, man. For me, it's like the pacing of the story.
It was ass. It just wasn't there. Like
if we're gonna be talking about anything, like the voice acting is like the miscommunication, potential miscommunication of fucking. Like whatever was going on with the voice acting is like the fucking 9th thing on my list of shit that I had an issue with the Dawn Trail.
Electro.
That said, I did like it, but I also don't like the fucking like cyberpunk futuristic aesthetic in my fucking fantasy game. To be fucking honest with you,
it ended up being my favorite thing about Dawn Trail. It ended up being my favorite thing about Dawn Trail. Like,
I do like the Arcadian. That saved it for me.
The Arcadian did a ton of heavy lifting for it. But when we first, like, even from the first time we got to Solution 9, I was just like, oh my God, I love this. This is sick. Like
I won't say I hate it.
I have 3 glams that are just for hanging out in Solution 9. Like, and I'm not a glam guy.
It is good. And because of that, it is elevated to the point of me being like, yeah, no, I like it. But like, I'm hungry for like something where I'm like, oh my God, I love this. What I will say is whatever they're doing with the next expansion, like this vibe we've got set up with what's her name? It starts with an H. And it has a PH in the middle somewhere.
Oh, Pastrat?
Is that her name?
Talk about
Halmaret.
Halmaret. Yeah, sorry, no PH.
Yeah.
I was thinking of Hephaestus, I think. Yeah. Like the whole vibe going on there, Winterers, like, whatever all that is, teasing the next expansion, that feels less Solution 9-y to me. That feels right. That feels like we're in Final Fantasy again. Solution 9 didn't feel like Final Fantasy. I know everyone's like, oh, well, actually, if in Final Fantasy 7, there's all kinds of technology. It's like, yeah, man, but like, come on, like, no, not like that, right? Like, not like that.
I think, like, it depends when it got its hooks in on you, like, because, like, I mean, Realm Reborn, there's plenty of tech, like, right out the gate, like, fighting against the Garleans.
Yeah, like, the Garleans felt right, the Alligans feel... I've never loved the Alligans, to be honest with you.
Same.
But they've also never been like forefront.
The most interesting the Elegans have been is when they were like, and Emmett was behind all of it. And I'm like, cool.
Yeah.
The Primal Escalation was sick. I've got personal preference. If you are at a pile of books in a library and you say, I can't find things for like 9 months, hell yeah, research away. I'm a patient man. But if you are on the internet saying, I can't find things, me too. I'm not interested in your plight. Like, find it. Just go. Google it faster.
Well, it really got its hooks in for you around Heavensward, which Heavensward is like as much like most classical fantasy.
Oh, yeah.
You can make something.
Yeah.
Like,
God, Ishgard is so sick. I love
It's
Ishgard.
awesome.
They are flying all the buttresses.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
I think we're on our way to a nice running around destruction kind of storyline, seeing the worlds fall apart, and I'm ready to save the world again. How about you?
I'm so ready. I kind of think as like, it kind of feels bad to like maybe even like diminish it to this, but I do just think Final Fantasy is at its best when it's like you're like the strong guy and you're saving the world. Like that's what it just does. That's what Final Fantasy is, and I think that's what it's gonna be. It's gonna be variations of that until the day the servers go down. That's just kind of what it is, and I think that's fine. That's what it is. That's what I like it for, I think.
Yeah, yeah. And that's like, that was the only future I really saw for it. Like at the end of Endwalker, and you're learning that they're like, yeah, okay, well, you're a descendant of this being that used to just literally go from town to town, fixing everyone's problems. You punch a volcano in a past life, and everyone thanked you for it. And it's like, yeah, that's that, and it's honest to Dontro's credit. It's kind of the first step in that. It's like, all right, we're heading over and we're going to teach other people to be heroes, and that's cool. They didn't focus on it like super explicitly, which I think probably ruffled some feathers for folks who wanted to be a little more of the main character. And like, I totally get that. It didn't bother me as much. But like, I think you're valid if you're like, oh no, I wanted to be the main character, because honestly, you've been the main character for most of the expansions.
We might come out of this with a really healthy skepticism of the advertising, like with the versus Scions thing, like with what we kind of thought with the kaiju thing, because they're really kind of pushing that like Valley Garmonda kaiju.
Yeah, they really were, weren't they?
Yeah, and then
that was like a whole thing.
It was over very quickly.
Yeah.
The Thrall.
Tyrell just didn't feel dangerous. Was like probably my single like most lucid critique of Dontrell.
Yes, that's a really nice like simple way to put it. Like, yeah, like it, because I've kind of said sometimes, like I didn't know how to describe it, that like the zones, they look nice, and I think they represent like the real world counterparts really well, but they just don't feel like anything's like happening there. Like they don't feel like actually like the first one, where it kind of feels like the dungeon where it kind of, you're on like the Amazon River kind of vibe.
Yeah,
like, that's kind of cool. But like besides that, it just kind of feels like in the same way that like a lot of Gridania is like just a forest. I think that's fine because you're like a level 1 adventurer. At this point in the story, the like quote unquote level 1 forest vibe, I don't know. It doesn't hit quite the same, right? Like that was my take for like some of the zones, and like the world building of them, you know.
Yeah, they're so gorgeous. Like, and there's another thing at Media Tour, we were like, damn, this looks great.
Yeah.
Oh, the new lighting and all that too with this one was pretty nuts.
Yeah, that was this expansion too. Maybe this really was just like a, you know, this was a cataclysm, and next we got a legion in front of us, guys. We got a Miss Pandaria in front of us.
Hopefully,
I really do feel good about it. I'm so if what we're seeing in the patches continues into next expansion, like it's just like, then there you go. Then it is good if that's the case.
Yeah.
You know?
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
They just keep up what they've been doing, I think.
Yeah. And that's where my positivity comes from too. Is just like, I still had a lot of fun with Dontrell, even though like I wasn't like super in love with the whole narrative arc of it. It was just like, well, I still had a really good time. When was I as locked in every month as I was with the next? No. I had plenty of like light, like, all right, I'm just gonna get my tomes and get out. Like whatever, 7-2. What was the one where we got the second wing of the Alliance raid? That was, God, probably the most checked out I've been in Final Fantasy 14.
Was that 7-3?
Was it 7-3? That might have been 7-3.
Yeah, that sounds right for the Alliance raid.
Yeah. Oh, right, because 7-2 would have been a new Arcadian wing. Yeah. No, 7-2 was tight. Yeah, 7-3. I was pretty checked out. I liked the story, but I was like, okay, cool. Moving on. But yeah. Yeah, I'm feeling very positive heading into the next one, and which sounds, I don't know, if like so lame. That's just like, that is just the ebb and flow of MMO content. It's just like,
Yeah.
it's getting stale. All right, make the dooming videos. All right, the con and the announcements coming up. All right, make the We're So Back video, boys. Let's go.
Yeah, it's funny because like I feel like this is like it really is like now that I've lived it, I'm like, oh, so that's how and why it happens. Like I know how it feels to be in this state of like, oh my god, it's the expansion's not being received well. It's fucking over, guys. What are we gonna do? And then like, you know, it gets good again. You're like, oh, like I've actually seen this before with WoW and like the content creators I used to watch in WoW, and I would criticize the same shit. I'd be like, oh, it's the same old Duma video and then the We're Back video. But yeah, like it kind of is just that. And that is why in the last line of my video is I'm like, I will probably feel this way again, but I hope I don't miss the forest for the trees, because I will definitely have an expansion of a game, or like a, you know, maybe Deadlock gets a fucking update I don't like. And I'll be like, this is it, man. I'm done forever. But like, I don't, just never say like, oh, I'm done forever. Just say like, oh, I'm not liking this right now. And maybe that stays that way forever, and maybe it doesn't. And that's, like you say, it's really hard to have the YouTube title that says like, I don't know, man, it depends. Like that, like that's what it needs to be.
Yeah. Yeah. That's it. Yeah. We all long for nuanced discussion. Unfortunately, we live in the algorithm minds. But
it's tough.
Yeah,
tough world.
It's tough. Yeah, but go to a Distant Worlds concert and talk to other people. You would be so surprised how many people where Final Fantasy is like their lifeblood and they are not currently subscribed. Like,
because they're out seeing concert and stuff.
I talked to so many people at Distant Worlds that had tears down their face because Flow played, and they're like, "Yeah, I'm not sub right now. I'm waiting for." I talked to more than one person who was like, "Yeah, I'm waiting for all of the MSQ patches to be out, and I'm gonna binge the whole thing."
Also, they didn't
that's
make
like so sick.
Yeah, they didn't make their big breakup tweet, and they didn't have to tell everybody. You just kind of peacefully.
Yeah, like
that's the guy I'm trying to be. That's such a cool guy.
Earlier when you said that there's like so many players, like they just don't fucking care. Like they'll just take a break and they'll come back and they'll take a break and they'll come back. And that's how I felt being at Distant Worlds. I was like, because it was post all the Dawn Trail drama, and I was like, look at all of these raging fans that have a healthy relationship to the game.
Yeah,
like it was sick. Like it's just like, yeah, there's just a lot of people who just like, they're not here to be to yell in comments or make a takedown video. Yeah, and it's just kind of nice. Like, real people play this game, not just us internet hermits. Like
it is kind of like a content creator only problem. But then because of that, I think content creators make the videos that then other people see. So there's this sort of phenomenon that happens where I think a lot of people think that people interact with the games like we do, because a lot of people see people like us talking about that. But in reality, most people just kind of stop playing a game when they don't like it. They just kind of stop, and they don't think about it that much. And that's based.
Yeah. Or when
that's epic chungus.
And this talk has been epic chungus.
Hell yeah.
It really has.
Yeah.
It's been peak chungus.
I'm just gonna name the episode for the podcast feed Peak Chungus right now before I forget.
Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful.
Peak Chungus with Pint.
Where can everyone find you online? Please let everyone know where they can find your content and anything else you might have on the horizon.
It's Pint. It's Pint Live. I got all kinds of. I stream. I make videos, but like, there's links for that kind of thing, guys. If you guys like this video, you guys should subscribe to the Grinding Gear YouTube channel, guys. That's this channel you're watching right now, guys. Oh my god. That's the one we're on.
Oh my god. Wow. Seriously, thank you for that.
Yeah.
You're so professional. My goodness.
Yeah, very, very professional.
Really?
I should have expected as much. Showing up with your own, you showed up with your own podium. I should have saw this coming.
Yeah.
I did. I do have my own. I actually, okay, to break the illusion a little bit, you guys did provide the podium, but I definitely could have arranged the podium if that was the vibe.
You could have put some stickers on it that say what was the character? Silver Rule 34.
I knew I could like impose a PNG chair over there, but then I'd have to go widescreen and cut off all our chests or lower.
Yeah.
Yeah, no,
I struggled. So yeah, podium. Essential podium. Podium has many uses.
We can try doing the Good Mythical Morning layout one of these times. We'll do a fake table in front of us, and we'll just make it look like like
well, that's what Trash Taste does. The podcast with what's his name?
I love them.
Kana.
I haven't seen them with a VTuber though. I love those guys. I found them when I was researching going to Japan, and now I've seen a bunch.
An episode with Maury Calliope, I think. And they have a VTuber, and she's just like on one of the chairs, and it's crazy. Like, it looks so good. I don't even really know how they did it.
I mean, shit! I've never seen that. Like, we could make a nice like GIF portal that you're appearing through. You know, maybe with a little woo spin, like astral projecting in.
There we go. Well, you've answered the question. Does it spin?
There you go.
It spins.
I gotta get a rig. God, I want a rig so bad.
Join us. Join us. It only costs $6,000 million to become a VTuber.
We did PNG Tube for a time. It was very nice.
Yeah. When we did hardcore with
PNG Tube is nice. I like it.
Yeah, when we were with Joe and Cena and Girl DM doing hardcore, we were PNG tubers. That was fun.
Those are the days.
It was so nice.
I wish I could have gotten in on that. I remember talking to Joe, and Joe was like, "Yo, if anyone wants to do anything on the schedule, let me know." And I was like, "Classic WoW, you say?" And he's like, "Oh, we actually have 5 already."
Oh no!
So I would have been the 6th.
Oh, we took
I
a
would have been the
space.
6th.
Oh God, I feel terrible.
Well, we all died horribly and Gnome are gone.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, that's the thing. It wouldn't have happened if I was there. It would have happened much sooner.
It almost happened the first day, but
Yes.
Kyle clutch pocket healed because Joe almost got and Joe was the healer. So Kyle just like druids his ass off, and yeah, that was sick. That was some good shit. Well, freaking rad. For the outro, thank you again to everybody supporting us on our Patreon. Go support Pint on her Patreon. Ours is supportourbromance.com. Go there, check it out. Angry Druid, Freak B, Neil M, Matt B, Serial Gorilla. Y'all signed up this week. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you, guys.
And then
thanks for signing up to the Patreon, guys.
I mean, you can by all means get in on this. And then Sean B, Lost Mythic, Zervon, Compsci Jedi, Bloodzeeve on Snugglegore, Avane, Shinny Geo, Jerry Tolbert, Sean and Jen, Vernacular Ham, Brown, Basilius, Main Tank Maisie, Pins and Needles, Dreadnought, and Catwolf. You're all at that legendary level, so thank you so much. Really appreciate it.
God.
Yeah.
That's a lot of Patreons.
That's a lot. That's a lot of folks at the legendary level. Yeah, they're.
That's pretty epic.
That's
pretty legendary.
It's pretty legendary.
Yeah.
Yeah. Wow.
Yeah. Epic is the tier below that. Other than that, just find us on social. Find Kyle. Find Garrett. Find Pint. Yeah, it's gonna wrap it up for this edition of the Grinding Gear podcast. Bye, y'all. And then Pint warning, we usually keep the stream live for a few seconds as we kind of wind down.
Yeah, as we
say,
no, that's chill.
Say hello
to little post-show vibe.
Yeah, exactly.
Little post-show vibe. We always do give the disclosure to the guests, though, that like by all means leave if you need to, because once again we've gone significantly over 90 minutes.
Yes, over twice as much. But thank you for vibing with us. It was really fun.
That was a fun talk. Thank you for being my Final Fantasy therapy, Pint. That was very lovely.
No, it's. I feel like it is a really like it's a very niche thing we do, right? Like how many people can you talk to about like, Yeah, when you get to the MSQ ending, it's gonna have a fall off in viewers, but then like there's another, and like you can't talk to like fucking most people about that.
No.
Like it's very sort of, you know.
Yeah, I feel like I did
weirdly unique thing.
Yeah, I feel like I did a bad job, like including the positive side of it too, which was just like we still have a pretty sick audience. Like,
yeah. That is one of the things.
But yeah, it's like.
Fuck, I probably should have said this. This is one
I'm just now having that thought too. I'm like, I probably should have driven it home that we used to stream to 50 people. Like that doesn't happen anymore. And we're very thankful for it.
The thing that actually made me like okay with my viewers, because like I have less views now, right? Like the view number is less. I get like 300k average, which is not bad, but like frankly, you know, for like a few months' work, it doesn't pay the bills as comfortably as it used to. And it's a smaller number than like 1 million per video, but I'm getting more comments on my latest videos than I ever had before, and they're talking more about the video and they're discussing it, and that like feels kind of better. And that's kind of that has been the thing that has kind of made me recover from the whole Endwalker finishing arc that I had, where I felt bad about my views being down.
Yeah, it's just like, I don't know, it starts sounding like a fucking ad read, but it's like we do legitimately feel supported, like the fact that as many people are on our Patreon as there are and YouTube membership as well. Like Twitch, y'all, I don't mean to leave you out, but like, you know, it's just not as much of you, many of you over there as there is on YouTube.
Primary platform.
Like, yeah, it's you know, like, because we were trying for Twitch for years, and that's actually part of our journey was we like tried Twitch or YouTube streaming on a whim with Final Fantasy 14, and we were like, why the fuck do we have 300 people watching us? Like, we don't even have cams on. And we're like, I guess like, hey, being on a platform with an algorithm actually can help you, because Twitch doesn't have one. There's no discoverability.
Oh, it's so good. Like I love YouTube for that. It like honestly is kind of like I've been like more like super recently. I've been streaming again because I was kind of on hiatus for that while I was finishing my video, and I do this thing a lot where I like prioritize my video and then I neglect streaming, and then I focus on streaming and I neglect my video, and I've realized I just need like a balance with that. Like I need to figure out a way to do them both, and part of that is like focusing more on my Patreon to fund my main channel, so I don't have to do like weird deadlines and weird agreements with like sponsorships. And also like hiring people for the second channel so it can actually like get done. Because what am I doing? How could I ever think that I could make my main channel videos and stream and edit my second channel videos? It's crazy. I thought that for so long. No, that's impossible.
You really can't. There's two of us and we can't do it. Like,
why was I trying to?
Our like, second channel is basically a ghost town right now. We keep talking about like we need to get back to it, but like, just haven't. You have limits
because we got our editor from there over on our main channel now, so
which has helped wonderfully.
Absolutely.
Obviously hasn't helped the second channel, but
no, but you got to give up that baby on the smaller projects. And that's tough.
Mm-hmm. Never stop doing Raid Shadow Legend ad reads. Pint, says Chris Majors.
You know, your little industry secret. You might not have seen a Raid Shadow Legend sponsor in a while, and that's because they stopped paying as much, guys. That's across the board. Not as many. And also, I used to like watch reactions to my videos, and whenever I got raids specifically, people were like, "Oh, come on, Pine, you're better than this." And I was like, you know what? Maybe I am. That said, if they offered enough money, I'd definitely take it again.
I really
hit me up, raid.
I do respect get paid.
Yeah.
Like
it's part of the job. And you do a good job with it.
That's definitely a limit. I'm never putting like a gambling thing in. I'm never putting AI stuff in, anything like that. But mobile game. I can handle a fucking mobile game. That's like the ad you get on YouTube anyway, right?
The fastest one we shut down was like a crypto wallet, and I'm like, I'm out.
Yeah.
Nope.
Oh my god.
No way.
No way.
Not doing it.
No way.
Like you want me
like
to advertise?
Genuinely, no number could buy that. Like you got to give me $1 million, like $1 million
You got
for like
cash
a
out
fucking
on it.
30-second ad read.
Oh yeah,
like that's it.
I definitely have a number, but they're not gonna pay that number. Like,
Yeah, exactly.
they're not gonna fucking pay that number to an MMO channel. That's not gonna happen. Yeah, that's funny to think about. Yeah, now you and Joe are like only channels I don't skip the ads on because they're so fucking funny.
Really?
Yeah.
I've been really phoning it in lately with the ads because people skip them so much.
I mean, you can't play to those metrics, you know. That's the weirdest thing about what you do, right? Like you can't.
That's a good point, actually. There is like a certain value that, like the YouTube thing says, like, oh yeah, a lot of people skip this section, but there is value. That there's a qualitative value instead of quantitative. They taught me this in school, and here I am using it in a professional context. So, school is worth it and good. Stay in school, children.
Yes. Yeah. Oh man, DJ French Fry, thank you for the super while we were yapping. Making new IRL friends in the post-COVID world is really hard, so it's not just you.
Yeah, we got a lot of separate hobbies during that time.
Listen, I hope this makes everyone feel better and not dread getting older. It's also just a getting older thing. It is just harder to make friends
less opportunities
when you are out of school. Like it is just plain harder. Because I went back to school during COVID and I made new friends, even though it was remote. Like, so it is.
Chat, here's my tip to you. You gotta, like, genuinely, you have to like try for it. I had like a little ploy, a devious little ploy. Specifically when I like with Shen, I saw she was doing a subathon. And it was at a time in my life I didn't have like any IRL friends. I was like, okay, if I befriend Shen, then I will have a friend in Europe. And that's pretty good because all my other friends were in fucking America. That's really hard to visit. So if I'm friends with Shen, I can visit her and she's European, which is still happening. And Shen's fucking epic chungus. But through Shen, I met people who were in England. So you gotta try and go for these places that, like, you gotta intentionally be like, oh, this person or this like community of people is like semi-local. It doesn't need to be like, you don't need to join something super niche like I read it for your city or something, but like focus on people who are in your like continent at least.
Yeah.
That'll get you somewhere.
Sometimes friendship is extremely direct.
Yes, yeah. It's like intentional, it is. And I think there's no shame in that. Like it's if anything, it's like being a good friend, you know, is to go for people, like go and try and befriend people that like you can interact with more so that you can like, I don't know, be a better friend to them. Is that crazy to say?
Yeah, absolutely.
Something like that. Yeah.
Just gotta go sit by them at the lunch table, even if you ain't got jack to say. Like, it's very purposeful.
Good way of putting it, yeah. Yes.
Pint,
yeah.
Pint, can I send you a question that we got from Discord? It's quite personal. I can DM it to you, and you can decide if you want to answer it on main, as it were.
Let's see. This is going to be a transition question, isn't
It
it?
is a transition question. So I just, you know, like I don't know how much you like talking about that is all. So let me just DM this to you, and if you want to talk about it here, let's talk about it here. And if you're like, ooh, this gets into stuff I don't want to talk about on main, we can go from there.
Let me see here.
I threw it in the DM just between you and me. I didn't throw it in the
DM. So like I'll kind of paraphrase what they said. I don't mind answering it.
Cool.
They basically were saying like They said, I want to know if MMOs helped kind of like crack your egg into transitioning, and that interacting with people that didn't really know like who they were in real life in any way, and they could just be like their avatar felt like right to them. I'm not gonna lie. I don't really kind of don't relate. Like my because I've always like I don't know, like I've always made it a point to like to be very sort of expressive with like who I am. And I like specifically I definitely I don't know, maybe I'm being a little disingenuous there, because like I did sort of feel like a sense of like selfness when I was like portraying, like I was always in all my videos, even years ago, I'm like the female gnome, and that's always like been a thing, right? So like maybe there's a little bit of it there, but for me transitioning was more so that like I think I made a video about this at one point, or at least it might have been in like I think I said it somewhere. I like just kind of didn't worry about like what it is that I was. I just kind of followed things that I liked until I arrived at a place where I was like, okay, yeah, I'm probably this. Like I just kind of, instead of worrying about like what to call it, what labels to put on it, being like, oh, I am transitioning. I think in hindsight, I've probably been transitioning for like years, but I didn't like call it that until recently. You know what I mean? Like it feels like something that I just had to, like I just, I guess I didn't want to call it, right? I didn't want to call it like officially until I'd reached a point where I was like, I just didn't want to put that pressure on myself, right? I didn't want to make it into like a thing of, oh, I'm saying I'm this now, so I have to live up to these standards. I felt like if I just sort of followed in the inside voice, then I could just arrive at a place and I'd be fine. I think that's like, it's weird because I made a video like 5 years ago. I took it down on my second channel really recently, just because my second channel is not really about that, and it's also really just outdated. But I made it like 5 years ago, and I'm talking about like, you know, how I'm like I'm like into makeup and like women's fashion as like 5 years ago when I'm like a 19-year-old, and back then I'm like a dude, and I'm like, yeah, what the hell's that about? And my take in that video is like, yeah, I don't know, man. I'm just gonna kind of like follow what I want. And I remember rewatching that and being like, damn, I kind of fucking ate that shit. I was like correct. Like, good take. Shit. Okay. Yeah. So yeah, that's a bit of a little transition question answered right there. Get owned, chat.
I love the turn that took. You're like, I took this video down. I'm like, this is totally gonna go because you didn't agree with what you said, and instead you're like, no, I took it down strictly for branding reasons.
It was absolute.
I was entirely in the right and 100% on point.
It was such blatant truth.
No.
There was no point.
It was definitely outdated. Like I with how YouTube is, right? There's a lot of people that kept like finding me through that video and were like, oh, this is like who you are now. And I'm very different now. And when I say very different, like obviously I'm very different, but also like where I'm at and what I'm like identifying as is very different. So I didn't really want anyone to like go there and get like the wrong idea of like where I am now. You know what I mean? That was, but I also took down a bunch of old videos just because I did want the channel to have a more cohesive like brand of like, oh, like, yeah, this is what this channel's for, instead of being for like all this other old stuff that was on it too. So
yeah, I mean,
so yeah,
that sounds nice and just natural. Like it.
Yeah, like it's weird because like when I say like I didn't want to put labels on it, that sounds like non-binary. but that like isn't what it was. I just like didn't want the pressure of like worrying about like oh, am I this, am I this, am I that, like just like if you want to do makeup, man, go do makeup. And it got to the point where I was like, yeah, I think I want to like start medication because I don't want to go bald. and like I like all the side effects, quote unquote, seem like pretty epic things to me. The kind of things that I would want from a medication like this. And so I started looking into transitioning, and it was only after I'd started looking into like literally medically transitioning where I was like, okay, yeah, I think I'm probably trans actually. That's probably the case. Like it took a while. It took a while for me to get there. Yeah.
It's the time where the hetero guy makes it about hetero touch points because that's where I am and that's what I know. But like, I remember getting together with my now wife, getting back together because we had dated once before, and then like you know, eventually found each other again later in life. And I just remember being a grown ass adult, and everyone in my life blowing me up, being like, "Wait, so are you like back together? Are you girlfriend boyfriend?" And I'm like, we're fucking living together. We're in our 20s. Like, we love each other. Like, whatever you want to call it, sure, I guess. Like, we don't need to fucking, like, put this into a box. Like, and now we're married. Like,
yeah.
It was just,
yeah.
I was like, I guess. Like, it just felt so, I'm like, why do we need to label it?
Yeah.
I like that you've drawn that, like, analogy, too. Because, like, you know, most of chat's not transgender. I get it. But, like, I think a lot of people kind of look at it, even very well-meaning people. Like it's just a very common thing to happen where people view it as like a, damn, I can't imagine what that would be like. And it's like, nah, actually, like pretty much, I think actually maybe anyone could like kind of imagine what it's like, because like it's actually not really that different from, obviously, you know, maybe like certain specific experiences are different, but like you understand what it's like to have a thing in life where you don't really want the pressure of a label, even though it's just like a pretty positive thing and you're just like going through, you know, you're having a good time. And you just don't need, you didn't need that then. And I think like that's something that anyone can relate to, even though the context is a bit different. And I think a lot of parts of being trans is actually quite relatable to like things that most people have experienced. And that's what I always tell people that are like I guess new to knowing trans people is that it's actually like a little more like you can probably like extrapolate a lot of experiences like more accurately than you'd think, because like a lot of things like, I mean, a lot of guys want to be more masculine, and they have that like the same like insecurities that a trans woman might have, just in the opposite direction. Like they like everyone wants to be a certain way. You know what I mean? Everyone wants to look a certain way. I feel like it's pretty normal, right?
Yeah. Like, I don't know, like to talk about how I've interpreted it, because I definitely went from some point in my life of like not knowing anything about trans or even knowing it as a term to suddenly knowing what it was. And like, I don't know. I like, we've touched on it every once in a while. I don't only bring it up because I'm just embarrassed about it, but like, I, as a 90s into the 2000s kid, like I used to use the term gay as a pejorative. And it's like, I had to do more personal growth in that regard than I think I had to do thinking about trans. So like by the time I like, I had some friends who had transitioned and stuff, I'm like, oh, like, and to me, it just seemed, I don't know what I'm trying to say other than I was just like, oh, I just kind of like got it. To me, and feel free to weigh in.
Yeah.
And if I'm making you talk about shit you don't want to talk about, shut it down as fast as you want.
No.
But like, to me, it was always like, I'm not even agreeing with you when you're saying, actually, I think it is easily relatable, because I agree.
Mm-hmm.
Because to me, it was always just like, I've always just taken it as like, I think we've all had to go on some sort of journey of self-discovery, of like figuring out who we are. and talking about labels and also just like vocabulary, like privilege gets thrown around a lot, like, but sometimes I think it is like the word to bring up, and it's just like, well, if you haven't thought about that, like, you know, like maybe fuck privilege because it's such a judgy word, but like you're lucky, like you've always known who you are, like that's cool, that's sick, like fuck yeah, you go get on with your bad self, you know exactly who you are. But like I didn't always know who I was. Like
I think the beautiful thing about what you said was just be true to yourself. Like it's such a simple concept, and we put a lot of weight on it when you kind of know the answer.
Yeah,
a lot of the time.
Yeah, and a lot of the times I think like it's harder or easier for different people to admit certain things to themselves is usually from like I think it's from outside factors, like maybe there's people in your life who aren't as accepting of it as others.
Yeah.
And like that's the saddest thing in the world to me. Like, because like I'm lucky. You want to talk about privilege? Like
it really is.
Like I have a family who like knows and accepts me, but not everyone has that. Like, so yeah,
I'm very lucky with my family too. My family's like, I've not lost a single person in my life. No one's been, everyone in my whole life has been supportive. I've not lost a single friend, family member, anything like that. And I can't say the same for like, I think any of my friends who've transitioned. I think everyone else has had something happen, whether it's like I don't know, like an in-law or something, like even if it's like a little distant, like there's always been like something with other people, but I've been very lucky with my family and friends where just I guess I've had like, you know, I am a public figure. I have you know, people definitely state their opinions sometimes, but like I had this this is separate from transitioning entirely even, is the first time I did like a face reveal, because I was like a faceless YouTuber for a while because I was just the WoW gnome. And I remember thinking like, oh my god, people are gonna like call me fucking ugly. They're gonna be so mean. They're gonna say all my like little insecurities. They're gonna pick and point out. And what's crazy is that like people were really nice and were like very complimentary and like you know, like good. And then there was like one or two people that said like something about an insecurity I had, but they typed it all fucking dumb. They wasn't even like a very pointed insult. It was just like some guy being like, oh, your hair looks shit, and it's like you could have like really hurt my feelings there, but you typed like they type a word wrong, and it's like that combined with like the overwhelming amount of people who are supportive makes me like, that's how I'm able to do what I do, and like literally
God,
the amount of good just drowns out the bad. Like all the things you were scared of happening do happen, but it's such a tiny version of it to where it's actually, it like doesn't matter. Yeah. That I will say there are times when, you know, like it becomes actual harassment and actual stuff happens, but like the background, just like base level, it's I can totally handle like the small trickle of people being a little shitty in a way that is very easy to just ban and move on from.
Yeah, that I'm glad to hear that, because I feel like we're the same way with generally with the audience that we end up with. Like I don't know, you just think the internet is a constant cesspool of shit, and it's actually like I have found it's not actually that bad. And maybe I've just seen such terrible things that the bad that happens in the comments below in our channel seem like nothing by comparison. Like maybe, I don't know.
That's the thing.
Maybe I'm broken inside.
That is very loud. Yeah.
Because I have seen some really dark shit, and like none of this is meant to be like it doesn't happen, like, because it does. But yeah, I don't know. I expected way more people to like tell me I was an ugly piece of shit and that kind of stuff. And it's like, yeah, every once in a while someone's like, "You're old," and I'm like, "Yeah, I am." Like,
It's so much easier when you got people in your corner too that downvote that, take it to the bottom, argue with that person.
Yeah,
yeah.
So,
I gotta say, Chad,
everyone.
like, and by Chad, please do not mobilize and like dunk on everyone who's like a little mean to us. Like, because sometimes they are funny. Like, sometimes someone roasts me and I legitimately laugh. Like, and that shit's fun. Like when you find someone's got a funny insult, like I'm into that because I am intensely East Coast. We are all ball busters. That's just kind of how we get down. But yeah, like, but having someone in your corner like helps a ton. Like, cause like in the early days, some of the like early stuff you try and like you get 2 comments and one person's just like, this sucks. Like, all right, cool. Like, but now someone might tell us we suck and there might be a few comments being like, actually, I thought this was pretty fucking sick. What are you talking about, dude? Like, so like that does help. Like,
yeah, there is like, I think a lot of people, there is this whole concept of like negativity is like 10 times more like impactful than positivity. But I think that's just like a skill issue. Like just to be more affected by the positivity, just fucking do it. Like,
hell yeah. Absolute hell yeah. Yeah. That's freaking, that's
all right,
freaking
fellas,
sick.
I think this is me here, though. I think it is Betty by times for.
Yeah.
Thank you for your time.
Yeah.
Thanks for
Seriously,
hanging out.
Thanks for hanging. This was sick.
It's been a pleasure. If you guys want me on again, I'm more than happy. More than happy. Like I said, I've been wanting to do this for a while, but it's like, you know, the stars just never aligned because like the MSQ, we were like both behind, and then Dawn Trail, and then the content lulls, and now it feels like, okay, finally we can make 14 content again.
May we all meet again in Deadlock.
Yes.
Yes.
All right.
Yeah.
I'll see you guys. Goodbye.
See you, Pint.
Goodbye,
Thanks for chilling. Hell yeah. Oh God, there's so many of us.
Infinite us.
Close.
Disengage.
Just disengage.
Disengage.
Yep. And if we could we just drag, like physically drag the like grab it
We
and
can
just, scoot it.
Yeah.
Just scoot it.
Wait, you're
No, scoot it. Just scoot. Yeah. Just all right.
There,
all right.
off
All right.
stage.
Wonderful.
I guess we could just kind of get us. You know.
Behold the nugget. Wait, what is that? What is over there?
It does look. Why do you?
Oh, it's the chair.
Why do you know nugget?
Because you call it nugget.
Oh, okay, cool.
Because you call it nuggets. Because I hang out with you constantly.
Okay, I was surprised.
I'm always hanging out with you.
Accurately used nugget. That's crazy.
Yeah. The nugget. Silvernote, thank you for the super. Really think both of you would love a game called Project Gorgon. It's an indie MMO.
Quite a few people got excited about that one in the chat there. I have not heard of it.
The first time I'm hearing about it, I am opening it in a tab.
Project Gorgon.
Oh, this is making me feel a certain way. Oh man.
Look at that title.
Looking.
They know what they're doing. They know what they're going for.
School. Shit. Oh, I'm into what I'm seeing.
Oh, looks like they are the high guard to Deadlock Ashes of Creation winner. So Ashes of Creation, it's the new Flock Point.
Oh,
it's Project
shit.
Gorgon.
Okay. We'll have to look into that, man. Like legitimately, I'm curious. Let's do a little research on that.
Okay.
And see if a vibe check stream is possible.
That's
if we think we could accomplish something in a single stream, that
it's
gives us a
on
good taste.
Steam.
What DJ French Fry, you're up in here again. Thanks for the super. Thanks for the support today, French Fry. To expand on that, state of the world, it feels like most humans are in maintenance mode and have so little spoons for socializing to new people. I completely agree with that. And I think that's just natural. Like, unless you're like epic level type A personality. Like, because I consider myself fairly social. But having now had streaming be such a part of my life, I'm so quiet on weekends. Like, I barely talk to anyone, and Katie is a lady of few words, so we will just sit and vibe in silence for hours. We'll watch something, we'll go work on something, we'll play with the dogs, and it's really meditative, and I love it, and I love that about her. And she's also always down for a 1 hour therapy session because someone said something mean to me on the internet, but.
It's helpful.
Like, yeah, now I don't talk nearly as much.
I made 3 new people, and 2 of them can talk. One of them's learning to talk.
Yeah, did you know you can just make your own
You can just make your own people. It's crazy.
Yeah.
Did you know this?
Although forcing them to like you will probably fuck them up.
That takes a lot more work. Yeah,
don't force them to like you.
You don't just, you just don't win that battle.
Yeah. Yeah, like we get pretty quiet on the weekends, but we're still down for social shit. Like I said, we've made real fucking friends through this. I'm so excited to like just hang with Jesse at FanFest.
Yeah, I'm excited for FanFest.
I'm hoping we get some quiet Jesse hang time because like I really like him as a dude. I think he's a good dude. I like hanging with Jesse. Probably my favorite part of me is always having dinner with him and Haps. It was just a good time. And like Katie and I just went to New York and we hung like a Vane and chat. We hung out with a Vane and her wonderful husband while we were out there. And we also saw them while we were in Japan because by random happenstance, we were all in Japan at the same time. And like, so I have new actual friends, real people friends that I have spent quality social time with as a result of making weird stuff on the internet. And like, that's really cool. So like, you got to put the time in. Yeah. Das, you're in chat right now. Yeah. Like, when I went, yeah, Das and I have now hung out in person many times. Das came out and hung out with me when I did that Hearthstone casting gig, which was particularly hilarious because it's me, Das, and some Blizzard employees. And Das is like, I know Garrett from Final Fantasy. I don't play Blizzard games. It was just so
human connection,
funny.
You know.
It was so fucking funny. So yeah, it's gonna be an offsite meetup planned for FanFest at Capcano. I think we're leaning towards just hanging at the bowling alley.
That's our old haunt.
Yeah, because it's a really big space. It's in walking distance from the convention center. It's at the mall there by the Anaheim Convention Center, and they have a huge bar area.
Yeah, they got billiards as well. Like a lot of people come by, they say hi, and then they get up to a game of bowling or something like that too. So it worked well in the past. We'll see if they're still, just like, just do whatever in our space, or if they want a reservation or anything like that.
Yeah.
Times may have changed, but
possibly.
And then we are doing a Disney day after.
Yeah, we're going to Disney the Sunday after too. So anyone like there's a bit of a price gate on that though.
Yeah.
So, but if you want to go to Disney, you want to come by and say hi and hang on some rides, like, by all means, join us. We did a big Epcot day last year here in Florida, and that was a really good time.
That was a blast.
Yeah. So you'll have plenty of opportunities to say hi, for sure. Plus, like if you see us at the con, just like
say hi,
poke us. Maybe don't actually poke us. That would
probably
startle me.
Kind of alarming.
But definitely say hi. Like kind of like Pint's preach story. Like it means a lot to me to hear someone watches and cares. So like I used to not flag down other content creators and tell them I give a shit, but now I do. Now I definitely do. Because I'm like, yeah.
I don't want to bother them. And then you think to yourself, well, actually, it'd be pretty sick if someone messaged me today and told me I'm awesome. I think that'd be all right. I think I'm going to be okay with that.
Yeah. Yeah. Physically poke you. Got it. Cool.
Message
Ether
received.
Wind, you're allowed.
Message
you're
received.
Roguemate said you either die a streamer or live long enough to become a video essayist. What if both? Because we've made some video essays.
I do think there is a element of streaming that forces you to become more verbose, and eventually you end up thinking, maybe I could put these words together in better orders.
Yeah. Yeah. Avane's supered. I don't know, man. It depends. Would make a wonderful title for this podcast. Yeah, but I
but we want people to find it, yeah.
I want peak Chungus with Pint. That's what I want. Oh, shit. That's funny. Rockmall, thanks for re-upping. Claveman Super, you look like someone who would sure as shit wouldn't play that Final Fantasy 14. Update is asleep on my feet. Fuck yeah. Never stop.
You still got it, man.
Never stop it. Never freaking stop it. We need another Epcot day. Yeah. I don't have a fucking annual pass right now. We didn't use it as much last year. We pretty much exclusively used it to go meet up with people. And we're like, maybe we shouldn't pay Disney all this money.
And the weather was so beautiful. It was so pretty that day too. What a perfect day.
What? During the meetup?
Yeah, during the meetup, man.
It was hot as fuck.
No, that was one. Have you been to Hollywood Studios? Epcot has some shade, man. That was nice.
I mean, I've been on hotter days, but it was a pretty hot day.
Yeah, no, it was.
Especially because the day before was nicer.
It was not miserable.
The day we stayed inside and did Final Fantasy XIV Florida Man, it was nice outside.
How dare you try to change my memory of my lovely time? I will continue to remember it as a lovely day.
I wasn't trying to tell you were wrong. I was trying to figure out if you were doing a bit.
No, I actually thought it was kind of lovely out.
Okay.
Yeah. Not as lovely as it is now. You know, winter in Florida is pretty chill.
What is the bowling alley called? We'll do a proper post.
Yeah, we'll make a whole
on the Discord. We will mention it in a video. Because it used to be a Bowlmore. It used to be the Bowlmore Anaheim.
Bowlmore.
Now it's Bolero.
Bolero.
God, every time we go, it changes the fucking name. Bolero Anaheim. Let me make sure this is the actual. It's on Disney Way. Yeah, this is the right one.
Opens at 4 p.m. Yeah.
Yep. Bolero.
That's
it.
It's
on Disney Way. Whatever that mall is there, that's the mall that it's in.
You can get lost in there.
Anaheim Garden Walk. I remember this now. It's the first time I ever had Cheesecake Factory.
Oh.
It's fine.
It's okay.
The cheesecake's really good.
I had fettuccine there. It was okay.
I went with a bunch of Blizzard folks, and everyone ordered a different cheesecake. And this is pre-COVID. We took a bite and we passed to our left.
Good times when we didn't think about those sort of things.
Yeah.
The Balatra bowling alley, yes.
The Balatra bowling, yes.
Your advice was so helpful. I played last night. It was I did a lot better.
I gave you advice?
Yeah, you told me how the mechanic works. I didn't understand what the shit I was doing in that game. I had a much better time.
By the way, order your jokers. Order of your jokers matters.
Whoa.
So if you put a multiply joker after a plus joker, it works in sequence.
Okay.
So we will add and then multiply.
I think
because
I got
if you
lucky with that.
If you multiply before you add, you are fucking yourself.
Okay.
Yeah. Avane Suberd, Kyle, you're both awesome. Shit.
Thank you for being awesome. And thank you all for watching.
You're awesome.
Thanks for joining. Thank you to Pint. Thank you, everybody. We'll see you tomorrow for more Final Fantasy V.
Yeah, the 5-inning continues.
The 5-inning continues in a new world.
I am excited because I think it will start with a nice uptick like I expect. Starting with the Guild Turtle sent me.
No one knew.
It was a good fight. Actually, no, I talked to you about this. It was all of the job changes while we were in X-Death's Castle where I went, this is too much.
It was a lot of...
I don't want to be messing with jobs this much in the middle of it.
It was a lot... Well, yeah, menu the game. They should have never called it cutscene the game. They should have called it menu the game. Well, but I like those menus.
It's the retro games.
I like menus.
It's the retro. I'm fine. It actually reminded me a ton of Expedition 33, but we can talk about that tomorrow.
Yep.
Bye, all.
Bye, everybody.